Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this after the live stream and you would like to take part in free 5-minute mini readings, then feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell, and all notification alerts so that you are notified the moment that I do a live. Okay. That being said, for those of you who are watching me during the live stream, if you're new and you're visiting, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, then feel free to take a look down below in the description box, as all my links are down below. All right, I'm so sorry, guys. Let me get myself situated here. All righty, here we go. All right, intuitive friends, welcome. For those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. As you know, these messages are free 5-minute mini readings, and what I'll be focusing on today is doing readings focusing on what your guides want you to know, specifically focusing on what your guides feel that you should know about what you need to release or what you should release and what you should embrace. Now, the standard mini reading is 5 minutes, so I'm going to give you as much information as I can for those 5 minutes. Remember, this could be in any area. It could be in your love life, career, family, finances. It could be in any area. And what else do I need to remind you? Of course, I'm going to read everything that I have in the chat, but that's pretty much the main thing that I want to chat about. Now, if you do want an extended reading, then all you need to do is do either a super thanks, a super sticker, or a super chat. Now, I am not answering personal questions, but I am doing, like I said, I mean, maybe the question that you have in the back of your mind may come up, maybe not. Okay, so I do separate readings for personal questions. Okay, I haven't done that in a while, but I will do that this week because I have more time coming up. So that being said, intuitive friends, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, let's take a look at hello, testing 1 2 3. All right, awesome. Okay, so let's review the guidelines that I do have on the chat. By the way, yes, new nails. Fall is coming this week, so making sure, or I should say this upcoming week. So I'm in the fall season mood. Okay, I already bought my pumpkin spice syrup for my lattes, so I'm ready. Okay, intuitive friends. First and foremost, this is a free live reading for my YouTube subscribers. So whether you subscribe right now at this moment in time and you're a new subscriber, or if you are a current subscriber, either way, you're more than welcome to participate, as long as you have not already participated on Sunday, September 14th, Tuesday, September 16th, and was it yesterday? Yeah, Thursday, September 18th. Okay, so as long as you didn't participate those days, then you're more than welcome to get yourself on the list. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to be focusing on what your guides want you to know in regards to what you should release, what should you embrace. If you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box or in the chat. All those links are there for you. Let's focus on the 5 important elements or guidelines to the reading. And then, of course, I'll be reading the legal disclaimer. And then I'll take a look at who's here. And then I'll add you to the list accordingly. Okay, meaning if you have been here before, you got a free reading this week. I'm not going to do one for you today. But if you haven't, I'm going to be more than happy to add you. Now, listen carefully. If you do want extra time and extra clarity, extra decks, extra information for your reading, then please make sure that you do those supers before I get to your name so that I can put an asterisk on the list that lets me know that that reminds me while I'm looking at the list, that's going to remind me that, you gave a super, so you get extra time and extra bonus decks. But also it lets the person, after that your reading may be a little longer than what we expected, right? It's going to be more than 5 minutes. Okay. So if you could do that before I get to your names, that'd be fantastic. That being said, number one, please read the legal disclaimer. No worries. I'm going to read it for all of you. But just remember to read the legal disclaimer. Number two, I will call you in the order you've appeared on the chat list. Okay. Not the order you think you appeared, but when I look at the chat list, it's going to let me know the precise order of how YouTube has added you there. All right. Number three, if you're not present on the chat when your name is called, you will be skipped and I'll place you at the end of the list. And then, of course, I'll call you again right before I close the reading for the evening. Okay. Number four, please remember that tarot serves as guidance, not fixed predictions. Your free will and your choices ultimately shape your journey. Okay, very important. Number five, what you choose to do with the insights given for entertainment purposes only is always within your power, your responsibility, and free will. Okay. The legal disclaimer is as follows. Please remember, intuitive friends, that readings should never replace professional licensed medical financial therapeutic legal advice or professional licensed medical financial therapeutic legal help. My readings are for entertainment only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional medical financial therapeutic or legal advice. If you've received the reading on September 14th, 16th, or 18th, you will not be placed on the list today. The list is open to new and current subscribers. Please know that super thanks, super stickers, or super chats will get extra time, more decks for clarity. That being said, let's see who's here. Hello, Rose Quartz. Hello, Patty. Hi, Ed. Hi, Sky High. Hello, Bake 215. All right, so let's see. Rose Quartz, were you here this week? I don't think so, but let's double check. Yeah, no, you weren't. So I'm gonna add you to the list. Rose Quartz, you are number one. Okay. After Rose Quartz, we have Patty. Hi, Patty. I know I haven't given you a reading because I haven't heard from you in a while. I mean, meaning I haven't seen you on the lives lately. But thank you so much for stopping by. I'm at Patty. You are number two. Okay. Number three. Hello, Ed. How are you? Thank you so much, Ed, for stopping by. You are number three. Okay, Ed. Sky High. Yeah, Sky High. I know that I didn't give you a reading. I think you came in last time, but the reading had closed. So you are number four. Okay, so Sky High, you are at number four. Number Bake 215. Yeah, Bake 215. Were you here this week? I don't think so either. Yeah, no, you weren't. Okay, Bake 215. I added you to the list and you are at number 5. Okay, my dear. All right. I don't think I missed anyone, but let's review. Rose Quartz, you're number 1. Patty, you're number 2. Ed, you're number 3. Sky High, you're number 4. Bake, you are at number 5. Okay. Wonderful. Let's jump straight into the readings. And again, Rose Quartz, let me place this so I can see the list. All right. Hold on, give me a second. All right, awesome. Let us begin. Rose Quartz, you are up first. And let's start with your reading. Rose Quartz, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's take a look and see what your guides want you to know. Please remember, Rose Quartz, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. I'll be channeling messages focusing on what your guides want you to know in regards to what you should release and what you should embrace. So let's see what's coming through. And just so you know that this is a 5-minute reading. All right, let's see. Hello, Alicia. I'll add you to the list as soon as I finish this reading that I'm about to start. Ooh, look at that. Rose Quartz, you have your sensuality is beautiful. Okay. So what your guides are suggesting here that you should leave behind, which you should release, are your self-doubt, the self-sabotaging thoughts, your limited beliefs, okay? This either internal confusion about how you see yourself or your insecurities or inadequacies. There's a sense here of letting that go, to see yourself as someone who is confident, someone who is able to go out there and, do whatever it is that, this may be in connection with. Now, maybe you are very confident in certain areas of your life. There may be a few or maybe one area of your life where there may be a little bit of self-doubt, apprehension, or a bit of uncertainty. Okay? Rose Quartz, whatever that may be, whether it's because of things that you have experienced in the past or recent past, what people may have said, what you may have experienced, whether, some of these things are from childhood, whether it was through a breakup, separation, or divorce, whether, however this may show up. The point is that there is something here in regards to at times being very much consumed with, critically overthinking something or feeling a little bit uncertain or doubtful about something here. Okay. So let's take a look here, Rose Quartz, and see what your guides want to. Actually, let me do it this way. That's fine. Let's see what your guides want you to focus on in regards to embracing. What energy should you be embracing? This is the one that you should be releasing. Let's take a look at the one that you should be embracing. What's interesting is that I'm getting here, never think that the grass is greener on the other side. You may think that at times. You may at times look at either people, situations, circumstances, sometimes the grass isn't as green as you think. Or sometimes, you look at people from the, externally, from the outside, and you may think one thing, but reality is very different than maybe what you are observing or thinking. So yeah, let's see what else is coming through. What do you need to embrace here? Okay, healing. There we go. Now, what's interesting is that this card, when I meditated on healing, when I meditated on this card, I wrote here on one side hope and on the other side new life. So embracing the healing process or the fixing, mending, or releasing of this energy of either, again, limited thoughts, limited beliefs, being stuck or trapped in your mind by self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs, doubting yourself, not feeling as if, again, there's a sense of maybe inadequacy or insecurity here about something. Okay. It could be in any area. All right. So this is talking about here for you, Rose Quartz, the importance of you embracing that healing or continuing to do the things that you need to do in order to, again, heal. There's always hope, no matter what may be causing the sense of uncertainty or this energy here of being trapped by limited beliefs. You have hope and hope and faith can bring the result of, or you could be looking forward to a new life. Okay. So there's something here about new beginnings. But in order for that to happen, healing needs to continue here. Kind of again, surrender and release this energy so that you can move forward. Let's see what else is coming through. What other energies here are coming through? What do you need to embrace? What your guides want you to know, what you should embrace energetically here. Let's see, give me more clarity on this healing card. And you have the Emperor. Yeah, complete and total opposite energy than this energy over here. Sewer mermaid. Okay, your sensuality is beautiful. All right. Total different energy. This energy is self-doubt. This energy is feeling inadequate, being stuck or trapped by limited beliefs, by self-sabotaging thoughts. What do you need to embrace? The Emperor energy. The Emperor is ruled by Aries, and the Emperor is someone who is seated in this throne because they've earned it. Okay, they have done what they need to do. There's a sense of practicality. There's a sense of leadership. There's a sense of confidence. There's a sense here of restructuring your belief system so that you feel more confident and more empowered. Okay, and so your guides are saying here that this is the energy that you need to embrace at this moment in time. You do have here red jasper, which is connected to this Emperor card. And if you look at the fact that it says red jasper is a crystal that is very much connected to the root chakra. So if there is this energy here, like I was telling you, being very trapped in your mind, again, a lot of things swirling in your mind, yourself, your own self-limited belief or self-sabotaging thoughts about what's going on in your mind. So a lot of energies up there, you need to ground yourself. So if I were you, I would listen to the root chakra 396 hertz frequency in order to root and feel more stable and more grounded. Okay. Now the Emperor says, I make empowered choices. Okay. Now the way that the Emperor makes those choices or moves in the direction of making those choices is, number one, by not allowing their emotions to override their sense of practicality and their ability to look at things in a logical, rational way. Okay. So yeah, let's see what else is coming through for your rose quartz. By the way, up next we have Patty. Let me know when. Actually, Patty, don't go away too far because you're up next. Okay. All right, let's take a look here, rose quartz. What's coming through for you, my dear? And you have here wish come true. All right, listen carefully. By the way, you may be seeing ones as sign symbol synchronicities, 1111 or 1111. By the way, 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 is equal to 4. 4 is all about stability, which again, I was talking a lot about that stability here, talking about that in order for this king to seat in this throne is because this emperor has, again, this stability, this self-confidence. And remember that I mentioned that stability also with that root chakra as well. Again, 396 hertz solfeggio frequency would be great for you to hear at the top of the morning in order to help you feel more grounded. Okay. It says a lucky break is on the way. Remember, I talked about that new life or that new beginning. By the way, the solar eclipse is coming up next week. So again, after that solar eclipse, there may be some new changes coming in. It says this could manifest as joyful news. News could be any forms of communication. All right. So that's coming up. So texts, phone calls, letters, confirmation. Maybe you're waiting for a response on something there. That may be an opportunity there for you. It says transformative experiences, new opportunities, or an exciting relationship. You'll find yourself in the right place at the perfect time. This isn't mere coincidence, it's a gift from fate. So embrace this blessing and be open to the wonderful changes it will bring into your life. Okay. So there you go, Rose Quartz. Rose Quartz, I hope these messages have been insightful. Hope they've given you the clarity that you may have been looking for. Thank you so much, Rose Quartz, for stopping by, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Patty. But before I jump into Patty's reading, number one, as I'm shuffling these cards back into the deck, let me just remind each and every one of you, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or if you're interested in learning more about my credentials, then take a look down below in the description box or in the chat. All those links are there for you, okay? That being said, for those of you who are my current subscribers, thank you so much for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for always stopping by, saying hi, and of course, always thank you for the ways that you are able to give back to this channel, whether it's that you share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls, whether others of you may place my channel on your social media account and tag me in, or whether you do a super thanks, a super sticker, or a super chat. Others of you give your thumbs up, you add comments in the comment section to the videos, to the content. So all that is ways that you can definitely give back. And I greatly appreciate it. All right, before I jump into Patty's reading, let's see who's here and who else I need to add to the list. So we have Alicia. Hello, Alicia. Let's see, Alicia, were you here before? Meaning this week. Do we have Alicia here? No, Alicia, you are not on the list, so I'm going to add you to the list, okay? So, Alicia, you are number 6. By the way, Ace is sleeping. he's quiet, so hopefully I won't get interrupted. Lovebug Blues, I would love to add you to the list today, but you did get a reading on Tuesday the 16th. Okay, Lovebug Blues, so you're gonna have to wait till next week. But thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, Karen Robinson, hello. It's so funny, Karen. I was just thinking about you. I was like, I have new nails. Karen, I know you were here, but I don't think it was this week. I think it was the week before. But let me just double check, and if not, I'll definitely add you to the list. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, you weren't on the list for the 14th, the 16th, or the 18th. So I'm going to add you. Chocolate milk fingernails. Yep, it's chocolate milk. I was just talking about that a little while ago. I was like, just in time for fall. Just in time for fall. Okay, I already have my pumpkin, I think it's pumpkin pie syrup. Already adding that to my lattes. So you already know. All right, so let's see. After Karen, we have A. Perez. Hello, A. Perez. Sounds familiar. I think it's the first time I have you here on the channel. But thank you so much, A. Perez. I added you to the list. I was watching your shorts. Yes. My ASMR shorts. Well, those aren't the only ones, or your shows. I was watching your shows. Okay. Show. I thought you said shorts. I was like, all right, intuitive friends. So Rose Quartz, you already did your reading. Now we're going to jump into Patty's reading. Again, intuitive friends, thank you so much for stopping by. Please note that this is a 5-minute reading for free. If you want to add more time to your reading or add more clarity to your reading, which I'll end up using more decks, then feel free to add a super thanks, super sticker, or super chat. Please know that I'm not answering personal questions. What I'm doing is channeling messages focusing on what you need to know, what you need to know in regards to what you should release and what you should embrace. Okay, that being, ooh, okay. Well, guess what here, Patty? Two cards just flipped up for you because you're the next person on the list. So there you go, Patty. Patty, you have two cards that literally popped up, and I want to talk about what this means here. So the first, you have a time for spirit. The other one is transitions to the spirit realm. Okay. I want to talk about the pink lotus fairy first. Okay. And so the messages that I'm getting here, Patty, is maybe you've been a little bit overwhelmed, or maybe you've been in the hustle and bustle of life. Maybe there are just things that are moving, whether it's physically, opportunities, or being busy, or energetically, meaning you just feel like, you know, things are moving, even though it's not like on the 3D realm. Like you're just like, you feel like your mind racing, or difficulty here anchoring or centering yourself. Okay, that could be energetically. What's coming through here with a time for spirit is that your guides are saying they would like for you to spend more time connecting with your inner source, your yin energy, your inner oracle. Okay, because it helps you with being grounded. All right. I'm also getting here with transition to spirit. There's something here that maybe you have been still holding on to in regards to your heart chakra. It could be emotions connected to fill in the blank. Okay, only you know what that may be. But I feel here that there's the sense of a little bit of a blockage, whether it's consciously still holding on to feelings, conversations, memories, or whether this is you know, energetically, where there's just residual energy still there, very much connected to something that was near and dear to your heart. It could also be someone who is near and dear to your heart. But I'm definitely getting here working with your heart chakra, and working with your root chakra. So the root chakra is 396 hertz solfeggio frequency. That's to help ground you. And then the heart chakra, of course, is to unblock anything that may be still residually connected to your emotions. Okay. So heart chakra, 639 hertz solfeggio frequency. You can hear that for free on YouTube. That is going to help you one is going to help you to ground. The other one may help you here to release any residual energies. Now, what's interesting is that I'm getting here that there may be a lot of emotions towards something or about something, and that may be interfering with your ability to lean into your yin energy. It's like there's a sense of like self-doubt or second guessing yourself. But it's not that you don't believe, or it's not about your intuition. It's more about like this energy that's in your heart chakra. Like not letting it go is kind of like having you feel less grounded or less stable in something here. Okay, that's how this energy is coming across. Okay, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you, my dear. What you should embrace here. Let's see what's coming through. You have here innocent. Look at yourself and your situation. Okay, so this is it's cute because they have like these two little kids here. Innocence. Looking at yourself and your situations. What I'm getting here is to embrace the energy of not thinking that everything is going against you, or that life is going against you, or that everyone in the world is going against you. You know, I'm not saying that this is your mentality, but this is talking about if at times when you get into a very, connected very much to this energy where you feel a sense of like, a lot of energy emotionally, you may get into this mindset like, this happened to me rather than something may have happened for you. Okay, so this is talking about looking at it from the aspect of things, situations, circumstance, events happening for your benefit, for you to see something, for you to learn something. Okay. So looking at it from a blessing in disguise type of standpoint, rather than, the world is against me, that person, this is, that type of energy, like I said, the sense of like victim or martyr mindset. And I'm not saying that this is all the time, but there could be here at times where that energy may brew inside of your heart here. Okay, so this is talking about really opening up your outlook on that, changing the perception or the energy of that, looking at it from more of a positive or innocent standpoint, right? This is happening for me to grow. This person left, their loss, right? It's, if you believe that the universe and fate opens doors, then you also need to believe that it may also close it when it's not the best for you. Okay. So you have here the Chariot. This is all about moving forward. So your guides want you to move past this energy. They want you to move past whatever this was about that may be connected to an area of your life, and they want you to focus about moving forward. The Chariot is ruled by Cancer. Cancer is a water sign, very much a sensitive, emotional. Okay, emotions are very much Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay, intuitive as well. But what I'm getting here is to control your emotions so that your mind, body, and soul are all aligned. Focus on that goal, or focus on that finish line, or focus on that next chapter or next journey or next path that you want to move towards. And the way that you're going to be able to move towards the next path, the next journey, the next fill in the blank, is by you feeling very confident in where you are moving, where you are, where your mind is focused on. Because if this rider is not focused on where they're going, interesting, I'm getting a lot of tingles on my head. If this rider is not focused on where he's going, these two horses are not going to follow. So this is talking about all areas, your mind, body, and soul. Okay, your mind, your heart, your higher self, however you want to identify these three elements here, they're all working together to move towards that same direction. So it's very important, because if we have one horse wanting to go this way, another horse wanting to go that way, and the rider wanting to go straight ahead, they're not working together to go to the same place. So that here is coming through for you. Let's take a look at what else is coming through for you here, Patty. By the way, let's read here what the Chariot says at the bottom of the deck. It says, I go forward with confidence. Okay, so I go, or I move to the next phase, to the next journey. You're stepping forward. There's momentum. There's progress here. You need to really hang on to your willpower and your drive in order to move towards that goal, that new chapter, or that specific place that you are heading towards. Okay. I feel that your passion and motivation is very much connected to whatever this is. So this is not just some random thing. This is something that is truly very much connected to your inspiration, to your drive. You have carnelian here. Carnelian is connected to the sacral chakra, and carnelian crystal is all about fire. It's about the passion. It's about the creativity. Okay, the inspiration, the drive, and the motivation. Look at that. You have 1111 wishes coming true. Okay, so very beautiful energy here for you. Last but not least, by the way, after Patty, we have Ed Garcia. Ed Garcia, you are up next. So you have 1111, wish come true. It says the lucky break is on the way. makes sense because you do have here the Chariot moving towards a new or a new path or a direction, or you're continuing in a direction. Now, this makes sense because the solar eclipse, like I said, is happening this week. Okay. Thank you so much, Ed, for that super. All right. So it says here, wish come true. It says a lucky break is on the way. Okay, so something here is moving. It says this could manifest as joyful news. That makes sense too. You have a lot of birds here, okay, talking about look at the self and look at the situation. So there may be some news, texts, phone calls, communication. This could also be talking about transformative experience or experiences, new opportunities, or an exciting relationship, which also could be the case here. There are two people here. So there could be a friendship that is, starting off as just talking to each other. It could be just friends for now, or just someone that you've known for a very long time, because these children are like people that you may have known from before, you may have known from childhood, and it moving in a very different direction. Okay. All right, so that makes sense, especially with that sacral chakra there, energy with the carnelian. That could also be a possibility. Okay, so it says you'll find yourself in the right place at the perfect time. This isn't mere coincidence, it's a gift from fate. Embrace this blessing and be open to the wonderful changes it will bring into your life. So in whatever area this may be, this is coming through for you, Patty. So Patty, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you soon. All right, up next we have Ed. And Ed, thank you again for your super. Greatly appreciate it. As I shuffle these cards back into the decks, I do want to say thank you to all of you who are stopping by. For those of you who are new or are visiting the channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonial, or my credentials, take a look down below, as well as in the chat. All my links are down below and in the chat. Okay. For those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much for giving me those thumbs up, like, shares, and for sharing with your loved ones or people that you feel may benefit from these messages. Thank you so much for sharing my Lexa Tarot channel link. All right. All right. You're very welcome, Patty. I hope that resonated for you. Just so you know, and you and everyone else, the solar eclipse is happening this upcoming week. Okay. So there are new changes that may be shifting once that happens. Okay. And also, it's going to be a new season, right? The fall is coming as well. So that could also bring, again, another shift energetically here as well. All right. So after, let's see. We have A Paris 4196. And then after A Paris, we have Devi. Hello, Devi. Welcome, Devi A. All right. I've added you to the list. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump into the reading for Ed. And just to review the list. So we have Ed, who is now. After Ed, we have Sky High. After Sky High, we have Bake 215. After Bake 215, we have Alicia. After Alicia, we have Karen Robinson. After Karen Robinson, we have A Paris 4196. After A Paris, we have Debbie A. Okay. And of course, as I want to remind each and every one of you, this is a 5-minute reading. However, if you like to extend that and get more messages or more time, then just feel free to share a super thanks or a super sticker or a super chat and you will automatically have more messages. Ooh, Ed, something flipped over here for you. You have an important end and a new beginning. All right, Ed. So Ed did a super. So for those of you who are wondering, well, what does a super reading look like? You're going to find out right now, because now he's going to get a whole bunch of more information for his reading. All right. Hello, Ed. Welcome back. Thank you so much for your super. And listen, you have here coming out in your reading an important end, a new beginning. Okay. Now, what's interesting here is that you have the number 45. 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. And if we're looking at this from a numerology standpoint, okay, 9 is the end of a cycle. And then it goes back to, obviously, it will be the number 10, but numerology is all about one digit, right? So we would take that zero off, and then we get the number 1. And number 1 is about new beginnings. So there's something here that your guides want to remind you. There may be something that you may be holding on to, reminiscing, being nostalgic about. This could have been an argument. It could have been a breakup, separation, or divorce. It doesn't have to be. It could be something that may have happened suddenly, or something that was a shakeup. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there's a lot of thunderbolts right here. And if you know anything about tarot, you know that the tower does have those thunderbolts. So there may be something that may have happened suddenly. There may have been a revelation connected to something here, Ed. Maybe this was something that happened recently. Maybe this was something that happened long ago. Because if you take a look, this is an hourglass. Now, the hourglass hasn't finished the sand. So this could be something that may still be ongoing, whether it's physically, literally something ongoing, a person, a connection, or whether it's your mind still reminiscing, or your heart or your emotions still reminiscing over this sudden situation, circumstance, event, or revelation here that may have come through. Now, what's interesting is that the tower is ruled by Mars energy, okay? Mars rules Aries, all right? That's the ruler. So this may be something connected. Now, it doesn't have to be, but it may be connected to a fire sign. All right. So that may be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or other placements on your astrological natal chart, or someone else's astrological natal chart. It could also be talking about seasons. Okay. So Aries season, Leo season, Sagittarius season. Okay. Sagittarius season hasn't happened yet. It is up and coming. That's November, December. So just as sheer precaution, just giving you a heads up on that, just in case that this may be something that may be coming up rather than something that you are experiencing right now at this moment in time. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through. Give me more here about an important end and a new beginning. So give me more clarity here. What else needs to be released here? All right, let's see what's coming through here. You have here, the satyr. Okay, the satyr. This is giving me the energy here of the double card in tarot. Now, this is not a tarot deck. This is an oracle deck. But whatever this is about, whatever this situation, circumstance, event is about, whether it's connected to a somebody or something or a some place, an environment, a situation, whatever this is talking about the satyr here, giving this energy of whether it's maybe that you have been very much focused on this energy. This could be someone in the background. There could be jealousy, envy here as well. There could be here a lack of moderation on your part, whether that is fill in the blank, whatever that is, okay, whatever that may be. Okay, remember that Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the planet of discipline. It's the planet of responsibilities. Okay, so there may be here something connected to wanting to be released by, or from certain responsibilities or certain discipline, like something that you've been doing very well, and then all of a sudden you're like, to heck with it. Maybe when you get upset and when you get angry, or maybe a situation that has created a little bit of tension that may generate that type of energy within you. Okay. The Satyr, it's about releasing your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs as well. So here, this is a change that's happening here for you. All right. So something is ending, something new is coming right behind it. What that may be, we shall see if we could get to the bottom of that. Let me see. What did you write here? You wrote spiritual gifts are, let's see, are coming on. Yeah, that may be the case. That may be the case, but there's something more about you releasing something in order for you to open a new chapter, whatever that new chapter may be. So spiritual gifts may be coming on board, but if you're very much connected to the lack of fill in the blank, whether it's of discipline, whether it's of, making the time to meditate every day, to keep your, your focus on higher vibration or vibrational energy. If you're still very much holding on to things from the past or recent past, that you may still be harboring some type of emotions connected to that, or energetically still linked to that, then it would interfere with that moving up. Because in order for you to move into a new chapter and open a new door, you do need to, heal that side of you, so that whatever it is that is waiting for you in that path, or on the other side of the brand new door, you are not making the same mistakes as you did in the past or recent past. So you don't repeat a pattern. And Capricorn, again, rules the devil card. And the patterns that may be here may be very much connected to old patterns of behavior, old thoughts, old perspectives. And as much as, we say, we're healed, we're moving on, there may be those instances where, yeah, we do get tested to see, are we really, walking our talk? Okay. So that is how this is coming through here for you. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. So I do believe that there is a sense of you ending, something ending here, you wrapping something up. This could also have been very much connected to the lunar eclipse that happened on September 7th. So there may still be this residual energy of you just, again, continually letting go of something very much connected to that. Because both of these people, or these, let's say people, both of these people are leaning to the past. So this is very much connected to something that either has been happening for quite some time, or a person, or a situation, or an environment. Okay. So this may be something that's current, but I'm getting more of the past or recent past with this. Okay. So let's see what else. Ooh, look at that. I talked about that fire energy, didn't I? Talked about Mars, and it's coming up. And I'm going to see what this is all about. You have two more cards behind it, but you have the flame tree. Like I said, something here is connected to Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, if we're talking about 2025, we already went through the Aries season, right? If we're talking about 2025, we already went through the Leo season. If we're talking about 2025, we have up and coming Sagittarius season. Sagittarius season is November to December. There may be something coming up around that season. If it's not Sagittarius season, it may be a couple weeks into Sagittarius season or a couple weeks after Sagittarius season. Okay. Interesting, because Capricorn season is right after that. So again, I was getting a lot of Capricorn energy here. Capricorn energy is December and January. So there may be some changes coming up here for you. You do have here the flame tree. It says the start of something new. I said it. There's something new that's coming in for you. It may be very much connected to your passion, to your drive, to your ambition. Sacral chakra, if you haven't been working or releasing or unblocking, you should, because I'm getting a lot of that sacral chakra energy here. Okay. So, sacral chakra, it's about the willpower, it's about the creativity, it's about the spark, the ambition, something that ignites you. Okay, the fire in your belly, even though that's not your belly because it's lower, lower abdomen, but you get the point here, right? So flame tree here coming through for you. You have intuitive communication. There you go. Like I said, very much connected, like you said also, about your gifts, strengthening, developing, or, expanding, right? Now, this says here, silent whispers of the heart. Remember that I said, in order for a new chapter to begin, a chapter needs to finish and end. So you don't make the same, revert back to the same patterns from the past or recent past. Okay. So again, that is coming through for you. You also, I'm telling you, I said it from the top of the reading, validation, confirmation, purification, fire. I'm telling you, I'm feeling a lot of fire here for whatever reason that may be, whether it's that something may be opening up for you during Sagittarius season, whether that may be something connected to maybe your astrological placements, but you have fire through purification. It says bare essentials, the naked truth, the wholeness. Yeah, there's a part of you that really needs to be super duper transparent and honest with yourself and really allow yourself to surrender, to release anything that is very much connected to this, like I said, thunderbolt. And the thunderbolt, I kept seeing the Tower card in tarot, and Mars rules that card. So again, fire, passion, drive, motivation, inspiration. Okay. So there may be something that may be igniting your inner passion, your inner inspiration here after the solar eclipse. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some major shifts that continue to happen. Look at that. I mentioned Capricorn season also, December, January. There it goes. Yes, it has Aquarius, but Capricorn is before that. So there you go. There may be something that may have been on hold or that you've been holding on to, which is the reason why you have those I was going to say icicle, but for whatever reason, I was about to say obstacles. But those obstacles that may be on holds, that maybe you feel have been placing you on hold, or may have been holding something back or something. And it's funny because this is supposed to be a person who is under this icicle. So it makes sense if we really look about the ending, right? If we look at this from that sense of you ending something that may have been cold. It may have been the cold truth. It may have left you out in the cold. You may have felt again, abandoned or left behind, or you may have created a very cold persona so that you were able to deal with whatever this may have been. And one way to melt the ice is through what? Let's hear it. Heat, fire, which makes sense because you have so much fire here coming through since the top of the reading. So whatever this may be, there's a sense of melting this down and releasing it, melting it from, like melting meaning, again, symbolically releasing, letting go, or surrendering. So, wow, what a powerful message there for you. All right, so that was the added, and the added part or the extra part of your reading. Now I'm going to add the 5 minutes, and we're going to jump actually to the rest of your reading. Let's take a look at what you need to embrace. Whatever this is, it's positive, because there's something that's coming through here of newness. Okay, newness, opening a new chapter, opening a new portal. Maybe this is a new mindset. Maybe it's a new perspective. Maybe it's that you're finally going to be able to connect more with your creativity, with your passion, with your drive. Maybe something has been feeling a little bit stagnant lately. Or maybe you've been very much connected to your emotions because of that lunar eclipse that happened. And also, there was a black moon that happened in August as well. So again, that was purification of emotions as well. Purifying the emotions. The black moon happened, I want to say, August 22nd or 23rd. So again, two very big shifts there, all about releasing and purging what no longer serves. So let's take a look here at what you should embrace. What energy is coming through for you? Look at that fearless dragon. And dragon is about strength, but also dragons, when they open their mouth, there's a lot of usually fire coming out of the mouth. So again, we have fire again coming through, burning something down, burning down something that may have been very much holding you back. Okay, now what you need to embrace is, it says ignite. Look at this. Ignite the passion fire within your soul. I mean, listen, Ed, I mean, this is more than just a coincidence. We've been going through quite a lot of decks here. They're all pretty much, highlighting this connection of fire. What you can do is a fire ritual. Now, I know that sounds a little weird, but if it's something that you've been struggling with, that you've been struggling on disconnecting or leaving behind, you can write whatever the issue is, okay, or the problem is, or the situation is, and maybe get yourself like, hold on a second, because I just had it here a little while ago. Where's my little? Get yourself a little bowl. It's funny because I have my root chakra bowl here somewhere where I can't find it now. Get yourself a little bowl and put a little bit of water, and just make sure it's something tiny, not like a whole freaking page, but just a little slip, and just write what it is that it's very difficult for you to release from, and set it on fire and let it burn out, right, safely. There's water, don't burn yourself, all that. Take precaution and be mindful. All right. Use your common sense and judgment, but that's a great ritual to use, especially with the fact that you have had so much fire here, for you to finally release those things that have been super difficult for you to let go of, okay, with this Seder. So again, ignite the passion, and the fire within your soul is coming through for you. So embrace that energy. It says honor good fortune and individuality. Okay. So there you go. Fearless, brave, courageous. Okay. So courage and bravery to stand your ground on something. And let me tell you this, because this is something that is very real. When you are moving in a new direction, in a new path, whether it's spiritually awakening, whether it's whatever it may be, you may start seeing the cutting off of people that you've been with, friends for a very long time, connections that you may have had for a really long time. It may not be you doing the cutting, it may be fate or destiny, as if like now you're going in a new path and you will need to be surrounded by more like-minded souls. So don't be surprised if that sense of cutting, or people like not calling you as much, or moving in a different direction, things of that. Have faith. Faith is super important. All right. Faith is going to be very important here for you to, again, have the power here to connect with the sense of hope and faith here. So very, very beautiful. Have faith that there's a reason why, if certain people start disconnecting with you, have faith that, that there's a reason. There's a reason here, because I'm getting here individuality as you very easily here, especially with, whatever this closing of the chapter may be about, you making decisions or fate helping along the way, and you're going to start releasing some individuals or environments that may no longer serve you. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through. And up next, we have Sky High. So Sky High, don't go away. Whatever this is beautiful. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Aces are all about the hand of creator or the universe. Aces are all about the new beginning. Again, new beginning. You have three cards talking about that new beginning. You have this card, you have this card, and you have this card. So something new is coming. Is it going to happen right away? No, it's not. So I'm going to be real. It's not going to happen right away. Is it going to happen eventually? 100%. Because it's coming across, whether it's something tangible or something intangible, whether it's you valuing yourself or you being valued, or whether this is an actual opportunity that is lucrative, whether that opportunity is tangible or intangible. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, you may have a lucrative opportunity coming up, whether that is connecting with a resource, with a tool, with a person, whether it's more money, whether it's connecting to the right people, whether it's a new job, whether it's a raise, whether it's there's something new coming. And what's interesting is I mentioned at the top of the reading that this was giving me this energy of the Devil card in tarot. And Capricorn is an earth sign. So there may be something, like I said, coming up in the new calendar year, January 2026. There may be something coming up here. It could be something that you've been waiting for a very long time, because you have Malachite here. So a deep desire. It says, I'm always rewarded for all I do. Okay. So your positive decisions, your positive mindset, your work. Remember, Pentacles energy is a slow-moving energy, but also Pentacles energy is about focusing on the consistency of something. So making sure that you're continually being consistent on whatever this new beginning, that you're moving towards this new beginning, and that once you are there, that you continue to move with it. Okay. Last but not least, let's take a look here at what's coming through. And you have the gut feeling. Listen to your intuition, okay? Because it says here, trust your intuition. It's more than just a feeling. Be genuine with others and prioritize meaningful relationships. Remember that I said this during the reading. I said, I feel like you're going to cut some people off, whether it's you're going to cut them off or they're going to be cut off from your circle, from your life. So there is a change that's going to happen here with friends or your environment here. And this is why I say you got to prepare yourself, because, sometimes people are not meant to stay, with you for the long haul. Some people are, okay? Some people are seasons, other people are lifetime connections. So, people will show you their true colors, so pay attention. It says, trust your intuition. It's more than just a feeling. Be genuine with others and prioritize meaningful relationships. Remember to bring value. Just talked about value here. You being valued, or, others valuing you. It says, remember to bring value to every interaction. Treat others with respect, as your actions will return to you in kind. Remember, it says, I'm always rewarded for all that I do. Okay, there you go. It says be mindful of boundaries. Da, 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 da. Like I said, I feel that there's going to be disconnecting here with people that will show you something once and you're going to be like, it doesn't feel like this was something that they should have done. It may be something having to do with compromising their integrity. It may show a little bit of jealousy or envy, like I said. But whatever this is, it's coming through here. It says, be mindful of boundaries as too many voices can cloud your journey. And I feel it has a lot to do with the Seder. Okay. That being said, Ed, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. And by the way, that card here was 4, and 4 is all about stability. Okay. So there you go. Thank you so much, Ed, for your super. I greatly appreciate it. Up next, we have Sky High. So Sky High, come on down. All right. Ed, I hope these messages have been insightful. Well, I see here that you put a lot of what do you call that? Targets here. So I guess I was on point. All right. Thank you so much, Ed, for that validation and confirmation. Thank you so much. I'm going to review the list in a moment, but first, for those of you who are watching, welcome. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All that information is there, as well as in the chat, okay? That being said, for those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your love, your loyalty, and your support. And let's see. I'm going to take a look at the chat in a minute. Oh, this isn't gold. Why was I putting that here? That's not the deck. It's this one. Okay, there we go. All right, intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at the content. There's lots there for you. I've been working behind the scenes, making sure you guys get a variety of content as per usual, so that even if we're not doing a live, you have an opportunity to get even more messages. All right, so let's see what's coming through. Wait, hold on. Let's take a look. All right, so I'm going to write down the list as I have it here. Thank you so much, Ed, for your supers. I greatly appreciate it, my love. Thank you so much, so much. It's so funny because instead of seeing the people there that are like celebrating, I saw fire. I saw like 3 flames. So that's so funny. All right, so here's the list, okay? I didn't do it before because I wanted to just jump into the reading or the readings. But now it's going to be Sky High, okay? And I'm writing everything down here so you guys could take a look at it and you know where your place is, okay? Sometimes I just want to start the reading just because I don't want to have you guys wait too much. So that's why I don't always write down the list right away. After Sky High, we have Bake 215. After Bake 215, we have Alicia. After Alicia, we have Karen Robinson. Karen R. Okay, Karen R. After Karen Robinson, we have A. Perez. After A. Perez, we have Devi A. And I want to say yes. Okay, yeah, that's everyone that's lined up for this evening. Okay, perfect. All right, intuitive friends, let's continue. Oh, look, here's the little bowl that I was looking for, my root chakra singing bowl. All right, so let us continue here. All right, so intuitive friends, please remember that if you are interested in extending your reading and getting more layers, feel free to add a super. And then obviously I'll add more messages. Okay. That being said, up next we have Sky High. Sky High, my dear. I know you were here before. If you're here, let me know. Sky High. All right. Awesome, my love. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's take a look here at what your guides want you to know. Hello, Emily, crazy gal. Welcome. Yes, I can add you to the list. Please know that there is a lot of people here today. But as long as you stick around, Emily, you're more than welcome to get a free 5-minute reading. Okay. All right, Emily. Emily, crazy gal. Let me just write that, just in case another Emily comes in. All right, there you go, Emily. Thank you so much. All right, intuitive friends, let's hop into your reading here, Sky High. Welcome back, Sky High. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Please remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Okay, we'll take it. That just slipped out of the deck here for you, Sky High, and let's take a look at what this is talking about here. So you have Angel of Alchemy, you have miracles. We should say miracle. Okay. What the energy that I'm getting here is that there may be a little bit of this jaded energy. There's this feeling here of like, I no longer believe in the magic of fill in the blank. This could be in a specific area. Maybe the magic of the law of attraction, maybe the magic of manifestation, maybe the magic in love, maybe however this may resonate. But I'm feeling here that there's a little bit of this energy being closed off in regards to believing or having faith in something, because there may be here some type of jaded energy. Okay, Sky High, whether it's that you've been burnt in the past or recent past, betrayed, whether it's been just a situation, circumstance, or event. People may have shown their true colors. There may have been some type of deception here. So I'm getting this energy here of kind of like, I wouldn't say so much giving up, but giving up the idea that the power of a miracle or the power of being at the right place at the right time, you know what I mean? Like that, energy is how this is coming across. Okay. Another thing that I want to chat about here is that you do have the number 21. 2 + 1 is equal to 3. So there may be something here connected to you feeling like you haven't been supported in something. And so maybe that is the reason why I'm getting this energy here. Maybe there has been a lack of support when you've needed it. Maybe you've had to battle some things on your own. And again, there's this kind of like energy here of being a bit guarded of some sorts. Okay. I also want to talk about health issues here. Now, this could be physical health, but this could also be mental, emotional, or energetic health. There may have been here a little bit of, feeling drained. Is what I'm getting here. Something draining you in that sense as well. All right, let's take a look here at what your guides want you to embrace. Okay, so let's see here what your guides want you to embrace. They want you to, wow, this is beautiful. You have ancestors here. Now, when this card comes through, this is talking about your love. There could have been a loved one, someone who may have crossed over, Sky High. Okay, now, this could be a family or relative, someone maybe from long ago, maybe when you were little, someone who cared very deeply about you that may still be very much connected to your energy. Okay, kind of like trying to bring your spirits high, trying to kind of say, hey, listen, don't lose hope, don't lose faith. Allow yourself to open up, because again, there's a light at the end of the tunnel here. Okay, so ancestors is coming through. There's also this energy here of you embracing yourself with having something to do here with your belief system or your family values. Okay. So, kind of whatever that may mean for you, because I don't know what that may mean for you, but there's something here about connecting or embracing yourself with, maybe unconditional love, maybe the support of your friends, family, and loved ones. Maybe, especially if something here is talking about disconnecting from the family or something like that, there could be something here having to do with reconciliation, reunion, mending, fixing, or repairing something here on the family sector. But that's coming through here. Right? And look at that, exactly what I said. Healing. Okay, there could be something here about mending, fixing, or healing something in the family sector, or with someone who may have crossed over, meaning that this person who crossed over may have had issues here that maybe in this three-dimensional earthly plane they weren't able to heal, either with your family or with you. Okay, so there may be here the sense of, letting bygones be bygones, or trying to repair things or help from the other side. That could be here very much connected to emotions here that you may be hanging on to as well. It may be connected to this, doesn't have to be. Okay. What I am getting here is hope and new life. Of course, the more, wrong deck, it's this one. The more that you clear whatever family situations, circumstances, events, mending, fixing, repairing, getting whatever needs to be said out. Now, does it have to be blood family? No, it could be friends that you consider family. It could be people that you consider family. Okay, you have the Queen of Pentacles here coming through for you. It says, I have everything I need to prosper. All right, so the Queen of Pentacles energy is that your guides are saying, embrace this energy of security and stability. You have this nurturing and compassionate side of yourself. There's also the side of you that is, whether it's focused on growth, where it's focused on leveling up. Maybe you're focused on making something happen, creating more stability or security in something very important. Maybe you value something that's very near and dear to your heart. But whatever this is, there's this sense of being practical and sensible about whatever this connection here may be to this message. Okay, now the Queen of Pentacles, through effort, consistency, focus, and work, is able to gain the riches and sustain the security and stability that is needed in order to feel more grounded and more stable in multifaceted areas of the Queen of Pentacles life. So that's in love, that's in career, that's in, finances, family, children, whatever this may be for you. So the Queen of Pentacles is saying, I have everything I need to prosper. So there's this beautiful energy here of looking at, again, the glass half full rather than half empty. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles energy does have pyrite here. And what's interesting is that pyrite is also about releasing emotional wounds as well. Yes, it's like that fool's gold, so it's about abundance and prosperity, but it's also very much connected to the purging of emotions as well. But you can always take a look on your search engine and see pyrite, what the spiritual benefits of that crystal is, and that could also again help you here in this energy here. All right, that being said, let's take a look here, Sky High, what else is coming through. By the way, up next we have Bake 215. So Bake 215, if you're here, just know that you are up next. Okay, let's take a look. Last but not least, it says, wow, listen, 555. There's changes here, okay? Changing from this energy and moving more towards this energy, okay? So that's one of the messages that's coming through for you. It says you're about to level up. And yeah, that's exactly this Queen of Pentacles energy. Again, leveling up. Pentacles, okay? Pentacles is a slow moving energy. So it's not something that happens right away, but it happens through hard work, focus, dedication, and consistency. So it says you're about to level up, although it may not feel easy at first. Again, there may be a little bit of resistance here coming from this energy that you need to release, but you need to release it in order to, keep things moving and flowing. It says this challenge is preparing you for greater things that align you with your highest good. This is the why you've been seeking. Keep pushing forward. There's reward waiting for you at the end of this journey. And again, listen, there may be something here connected to family legacy, inheritance, or something like that. Something having to do maybe with either whether it's finances or money connected to family or inheritance, or something here connected to the security or the value of something there. Okay, so that being said, that's what's coming through for you, Sky High. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much, Sky High. So, intuitive friends, we're going to keep going with the readings. I hope these messages resonated for you. Okay, Sky High? All right, you're very welcome. Hopefully that resonated for you, okay? Or gave you clarity. That being said, Bake 215 is next, and I just saw Bake 215 say, I'm here, so welcome. But before I jump into Bake, hello, Kiki, how are you? Welcome. I'm going to add you to the list in a moment. Before I jump into the next reading, which is Bake 215, I do want to remind those of you who are watching, especially those of you who are new or visiting the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, or take a look at the chat. Okay, all that information is there. All right, so Kiki, I added you to the list, and I've closed the readings for tonight. Okay, now these readings are free. They're free 5-minute readings. But if you want to extend your reading or add more layers or more clarity to whatever's coming through, then feel free to add a super thanks or a super chat or a super sticker. Okay, it's up to you how you want to do that. That's going to automatically give you more time in the reading, but is also going to give you more clarity of whatever comes through. Okay. That being said, Bake 215 is next. After Bake 215, we have Alicia. After Alicia, we have Karen. After Karen, we have A. Perez. After A. Perez, we have Devi A. After Devi A, we have Emily Crazy Gal. And after Emily Crazy Gal, we have Kiki. Kiki is the last person on the list. Okay. Make sure that if you do those supers, you do it before I get to your reading so that I know that I'm going to add more time, but also that the person who is after you is aware that your reading may take a little bit longer. Okay. You're welcome. All right. So we have Bake 215. Welcome. Thank you so much, Bake 215, for stopping by. Let's take a look here at what your guides want you to know. Just a reminder, Bake 215, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And we're going to see here what's coming through for you in regards to what your guides want you to know in regards to releasing. So what energies or things or whatever this may be about, what do you need or what you should release and what you should embrace. Okay, so let's take a look here at what your guides have coming through for you. Okay, so let's see. And we have here stifled, bored, and stuck, the Violet Duchess, okay? Now, this may be in some way, shape, or form, okay? So this could be in any area of your life. This could be in love, this could be in career, this could be in finances, this could be, on the domestic scene, however this may be. What is coming through for you here, though, Big 215, is that you may feel a sense of disappointment or a sense of a disillusionment here connected to something, okay? Connected to either a person, a situation, a circumstance, event, or an environment. Stifled, bored, and stuck could also be other energies here that you may be experiencing right now at this moment in time. Listen, September has not been an easy month at all, with all these planetary shifts, which I mentioned that were happening. If you missed your monthly reading, well, you should take a look at it. There's a lot of information that was coming through there. So I mentioned it back in August when I was doing those readings. I said, listen, September is going to be a heavy duty month, because we have, planetary shifts. We have some astrological shifts happening. Solar eclipses are all about cosmic resets. So there's definitely this energy that I'm getting here where something may feel like either it's not moving, whether it could be that you feel a little bit lackluster. You may feel like the thunder, the energy, the spark is not there anymore in something. There may be a feeling of monotony or a feeling of like just going through the motions in something. But whatever this is, your guides are asking you to take a look and go deeper in what this may particularly be talking about, whether it's an area, a specific area in your life, or other situations here, and really take a look at why you may be feeling this way and what are you doing to release yourself from that energy. What are you doing to move past it, right? Are you just sitting there and just like you gave up? And if you did give up, then how can you get yourself back on this, energy here of getting back on the horse? You know what I mean? So that's how this is coming through for you. All right, let's take a look here, Bake 215. What else is coming through? What you need to embrace. So let's see here what energies are coming through for you, what you need to embrace. What energies do you need to embrace? And you have here, wow, this card is like on a mission today. Healing. After healing, you have harmony. Okay, so bringing yourself back into balance is going to require you to really take a look at where this energy is stemming from. Where is this energy, or this, again, sense of disillusionment, boredom, a sense like something isn't moving forward? Where is it coming from? Okay, there's a sense here of you needing, especially with this harmony card, for you to release this energy or release the conflicts, whether that's an internal conflict or an external conflict that you may be experiencing, and embracing the healing energy of what you need to do: mending, fixing, repairing, getting yourself back on track, getting yourself back on an even keel. Like I said a little while ago, if you feel like you fell off the horse, it's time to get back on. Have you given up? And if you have, why? And what are you doing in order to get back on that saddle, right? And again, harmony here is coming through as that energy of balance, and healing is going to be a very important part of it. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you, Bake 215. I hope these messages are resonating with you. And as I always mention, if they don't resonate now, they may resonate at a later time, okay? So let's take a look at what else, what energies you should embrace right now at this moment in time, as we are entering the solar eclipse that's coming through. So you have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is all about teamwork, okay? It's about teamwork, whether that teamwork is here on the earthly plane, talking about friends, family, loved ones, okay? Like-minded souls, whether it's resources or tools, It is connecting, whether it's networking, whether it's, however this may be in whatever area it may be. Okay. Like, for example, if it's talking about career, it doesn't have to, but I'm just giving an example. If this is talking about career or studying or things of that, this is talking about that we're better together. So it's better if we are more than one person, because there's something here about being aware of other people's skills, and all, people working together, or two people working together, or more than two people working together for the common goal, for the common goal. There's also here this energy with the Three of Pentacles that focuses on joining forces. So joining forces with people that are moving towards the same goal, or moving towards whatever it is that you want to achieve, or whatever it is that you're trying to build, to construct, to expand. Three of Pentacles is this energy here saying you can do that with the help of other people. Now, like I said, the people could be in the 3D world, again, friends, family, loved ones, mentors, collaborations, staff, however this may be. But this could also be talking about you connecting with your higher self. Okay, so the ethereal, your guides, your higher self, connecting to, the universe, believing that it is supporting you through whatever process this may be talking about here for you in this reading. It says, when I show my work, others give support. So again, if you need help in something, feel free to support others. If others may need support, feel free to help as well, because there's something here about strength in numbers. Okay. All right, let's take a look here, Big 215. For those of you who are watching, please know that the reading, that the list is closed, but feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts. After Bake 215, we have Alicia. So Alicia, you're coming up next. All right, let's take a look at the last and final message for you. And you have here, wow, you have 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. You have 1, 1, 1 here. However, it's 10, 11. I want to talk about that sequence. 10, 11. There's something here improving for you. Okay. So it's coming in across as this Three of Pentacles. There's a sense of something improving. You could be getting recognition also. Okay. Because I'm getting that also. You may be improving in a task or a situation, whatever this may be, you're improving, there's progress, there's improvement. And whatever this may be, it may be placing you on a higher scale, or you're elevating, you're ascending little by little with the help of others, or others are giving recognition to you because you're seeing that improvement. It says here, take action. Okay. Remember that I said that at the top of the reading. I felt like if you have fallen off, and have kind of like, you've lost the fire in your belly, you've lost that spark, where you feel bored, disillusioned, stuck, stifled. What are you doing to get out of this energy? What are you doing to make something happen? What are you doing to add momentum to whatever this may be talking about that is on freeze or on hold? And sure enough, that's exactly what's coming through here with take action here. Okay. So take action says, this is your call to move forward. Like I said, balancing something off, right? Mending, fixing, healing, repairing something here so that a new opportunity could be coming in your direction with the help of others, or with the help of the ethereal. So it says here, this is your call to move forward. The sooner you take the first step, the sooner you'll achieve your goals. Embrace patience and your perseverance will be rewarded. This is the second time this is talking about that, because the Three of Pentacles says here, when I show my work, others give support. So there's a sense of reward or support. So that may be coming up for you. It says, seize this moment to begin anew, aligning your actions with your true purpose and creating the life you've envisioned. Okay, so something is moving out of stagnation and moving forward, but this is all about what are you doing to put action or momentum in that. Bake 215, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. I hope these messages have been insightful, and I hope they have resonated for you. All right, Bake 215, thank you so much for stopping by. For those of you who are watching and are new to the channel, or you are visiting for the first time, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Look down below in the description box, or look in the chat for my credentials and for my client testimonials and all that wonderful information. Okay, so if you want to know more about me, those links are there. For those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. And thank you so much for those of you who have given super thanks, super stickers, or super chats. I greatly appreciate it. Of course, there's more than one way to give thanks back. I mean, you can share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. You can add Lexa Tarot to your social media platforms and tag me in. I am more on Instagram than any other of my social medias, but if you are interested in following me in any of my social media accounts, just take a look underneath the banner. All that information is there. All right, up next, we have Alicia. Okay, Alicia is up next. After Alicia, we have Karen. After Karen, we have A. Perez. After A. Perez, we have Devi A. After Devi A, we have Emily Crazy Gal. After Emily Crazy Gal, we have Kiki, and that will be our last and final reading for tonight. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump to the next reading, and that is for Alicia. Thank you so much, Alicia, for stopping by. And Alicia, just a reminder here that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's take a look here at what your guides want you to know in regards to what you should be releasing, or what you should release right now at this moment in time. We almost had a pop out there. Let's see what's coming through. And you have an important end and a new beginning. Okay. You may be wrapping something up, or something may be wrapping itself up and out of your life. Okay. So, Alicia, this could be talking about endings, whether this is a sudden change, whether this is some type of action, a sudden change or a sudden action, whether that you may have taken or someone else may have taken. All right. This card came up earlier for someone else, and I was getting a lot of Tower energy with it. And so Tower is ruled by Mars. Okay. And what's coming through here for you is, again, there could have been a Tower moment or a revelation, something that you didn't know that you found out, or something that maybe you were looking at it a certain way, and now you're seeing it in a whole different perspective, or from a different mindset. Okay. But whatever this is, there could be something here connected to you, still connected to that situation, circumstance, event, breakup, separation, divorce, person, or environment. You may still be dealing with it on an emotional scale, or energetically, maybe still some residual elements here that you may at times think back to this ending, or this ending of a cycle, friendship, or whatever it may be. Okay. Now, what your guides want you to realize here is that it's important for you to end this cycle, or to release it, so that you allow yourself an opportunity to open up to a new chapter, the newness of whatever's coming through. Okay. Now, as I mentioned at the top of the reading, I'm sorry, at the, just talking here in between the readings, was I mentioned that the solar eclipse is coming up, right, on the 21st. There's also a season change, right? We're heading into the autumn or fall season. So again, there's also that, kind of marking the time of a new beginning or a shift or a change, right? So could be talking about new opportunities that may be coming up, new people, meeting new people. This could be also here telling you it's time for you to get out of your head, get out of your emotions, and allow yourself to move towards a brand new beginning here. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through for you, what you need to embrace. Now, whatever this is very much connected to the past or recent past, because although this person is looking straight at me, their whole entire body is shifted to the past or recent past. So this could be very much connected to a person, a situation, an environment, or whatever conflict or revelation this may be having to do with the past or recent past. Okay. So what you need to embrace, peace. Okay. Allow yourself to embrace the mental peace, the emotional peace, spiritual peace, energetic peace of letting this go and moving yourself into this energy of really connecting with the sense of, sorry, I was about to have the hiccups here, kind of really connecting with your inner, not only your inner knowing or your inner oracle, but also here allowing things to flow. Okay. If there were some decisions here made by someone else and you happen to be the person who had to deal with someone else's decision, just understand here that that may have had, that may have happened for a reason. So just let it be or let it go. Let bygones be bygones and allow yourself the mental and emotional peace that you deserve, so you're not hanging on to grudges, you're not hanging on to anger, you're not hanging on to jaded energy, maybe here very much connected to something from the past or recent past. So inner peace, it says oasis of inner insight. Okay. As you become more of, going with the flow and not resisting whatever this may be, you allow yourself the opportunity to open up and feel more comfortable in your skin. This no longer becomes this shadow or this kind of the haunting of the memory or of the energy or of the emotions of it. Okay. So clearing that is going to be super important. It's something important that you need to or should be working on releasing and embracing more of this. Wow, you have the Queen of Wands energy. That's a beautiful energy here for you. And after that, you have the Two of Wands. All right. So let's talk about this Queen of Wands. This is talking about you embracing that passion, embracing your leadership, embracing the confidence that you have. Also, listening to your intuition, because in the traditional deck, the Queen of Wands has a black cat that's sitting not too far from where she is. So the black cat is about intuition. So listening to your intuition. But this is talking about your guides reminding you here to embrace your inner strength, to really feel the passion, the drive, the motivation of the strong sense of self, you standing in your power, and also your power in regards to passion, drive, ambition, and motivation, but also your power of intuition. Okay. So, very, very powerful message here for you. You have, I am naturally creative. There may be an opportunity here where you may get a spark, an idea. Maybe you're going to feel that spark in your belly. There's going to be the sense of inspiration within you to want to move towards something. Now, I want to talk about that because well, I shuffled it, but remember, I don't know if you recall that I said right after the Queen of Wands, there was the Two of Wands. So whatever it is that you're going to move towards, it's not going to be full force. There's going to be here a little bit of planning that needs to take place, of looking at a blueprint, mapping something out, revising a plan, looking at a plan, okay, making sure that you're making the right decision here. Are you going to stay with, choice A, or are you going to move to choice B, or however that may be? Because the Two of Wands is an energy here of getting ready to plan something so that when the Three of Wands pops out, it's more about moving in that direction. But the Two of Wands is planning and creating a blueprint here. Okay, so there may be something here that you are going to feel very inspired about, a new move, a new place, a new person. I don't know what this is about, but Queen of Wands is a very beautiful energy. Okay, so confidence is going to be important, and listening to your intuition is going to be important. Okay, last but not least, you have here 10. Look at that. Trust the journey. What did I say? Two of Wands, either plan A or plan B. You may be choosing something here, and the choosing, you're going to make the choice based on again, based on how you truly feel, like this passion, drive, motivation, and ambition, if it's connected to that part of you that feels that drive. Because if it's not creating that passion, I don't feel like you're going to move in that direction. So you're going to pick something here where your inspiration is going to be very much activated, okay, or the fire in your belly. Trust the journey. It says it's time to turn your long held ideas into action. Soon you'll connect with the right people, encounter favorable circumstances, and access the necessary resources. As a result, you'll experience joy and new opportunities. Trust the journey and have faith in the process. So there you go. I hope these messages have been insightful for you here, Alicia. Don't forget to continue to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much, Alicia. Up next, we have Karen. Karen Robinson, you are up next. All right, intuitive friends. While I place these cards back into their proper decks, I do want to mention, for those of you who are new and are visiting the channel for the first time, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box or in the chat box, and you will see all my credentials, links there, and all the other links as well. All right. For those of you who are my subscribers, my current subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to take a look at those September readings. I said it back in August, September was going to be a doozy. And sure enough, that's exactly how it's been energetically. Okay. So there you go. So if you've missed your September readings, take a look at that. If you've missed couples September readings, take a look at those. If you've missed the singles reading, take a look at those. If you missed the no contact readings, take a look at those. And if you missed what was the other one? Oh, I have a new one coming out, which is already out, but what you don't see coming within the next 3 months. Okay. So if you missed that, take a look at the bonus messages. They're there. Okay. That is focusing on October, November, December, what you don't see coming, the unexpected. And there's a lot planetary wise, planetary shifts, astrological shifts. I talk a little bit about that, and we see how that may influence the rest of the reading. So if you haven't taking a look at the what you don't see coming in the next 3 months, take a look at that playlist. Okay, it's already available. I still have to add more signs, but at least you have the fire and the earth signs there. I have to work on the air and water signs. Okay. All right, Karen Robinson, welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping by and for visiting. Don't forget, intuitive friends, if you are going to do a super, make sure that you do it before I get to your reading so that I am aware, and for the person that's right after you is aware also, okay? That being said, let's jump into the reading here for Karen Robinson. Welcome back, Karen. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for watching when I do my lives as well. So greatly appreciate it. All right, Karen, let's see what's coming through here for you, what you need to release. Ooh, that did a little peekaboo. I have to take a look at it because it did a little peekaboo there. By the way, there are 2 cards there. So here we go. All right, Karen, you have here the snow angel. All right, the signs are with you already. There may be things that you are already aware of, and maybe in this reading this is giving you a validation confirmation. The signs are with you already. Now if you take a look at this, there's a lot here very much connected to this winter scene. So it's ice, it's snow, it's something here that maybe hasn't been growing, maybe something that you've put on hold, maybe something that you've put on ice, maybe this is a conversation, maybe this is a person, maybe it's something that you've been working on that you've just decided to put on hold, or you have felt that you've been placed out in the cold in some way, shape, or form. So there could be here, it's interesting because I'm getting like the 5 of Pentacles energy. There may have been a sense of loss in something or about something or connected to something that may have made you feel a little bit, out of sorts, and didn't sit right with you, or hasn't sat right with you. Okay. So the signs are already with you. I feel like whatever this is, you either knew it was coming, or you had an intuition or a gut level feeling of whatever this was before it happened. It's like whatever this is about, it's like you knew beforehand, and then you just got your validation confirmation once something happened, or once someone did something, said something, or something came out in the open. Okay. But there's something here about you knowing this beforehand, and it was like, as they say like there was like a nail, like the last nail on the coffin. It was like boom, that was it. You knew exactly. You were like, yep, I knew it. I knew that shoe was gonna fall. And sure enough, you could have been very, very much aware intuitively. Maybe you were also aware knowledge wise. I don't know, but it's coming across more intuitive than anything else. So whatever this is, you may have decided to put that person on ice. You may have created distance. You may have disconnected in some way, shape, or form. But that's what's coming through for you. Behind that, you miss someone. Whatever this is, whomever this may be about, there's a sense of missing this person, or this person missing you. So even if you don't miss this person, there's someone here who may be missing you. And the reason why it's coming out in something that you need to release is because there's something here about this person connecting here energetically to you. So whether it's someone who meant something a lot to you, whether it's a situation that was very meaningful, whether it was an environment, whatever this was about, there's a very deep connection. And although you may have been able to disconnect, I feel this person hasn't been able to do that as easily as you. Now, this could be vice versa. That person could have disconnected with you. You may have had a difficult time disconnecting from the person, situation, circumstance, or event. However this may be, because it could do a vice versa type of energy. The point is to release this energy so that you can move towards a brand new beginning, because there you have the butterflies. I feel that if this is someone who did you wrong, there may still, if this person hasn't come up to apologize or hasn't asked for an apology, I feel that there is maybe that mindset here of either wanting to apologize or wanting to create this type of clean slate type of energy. I do feel that you are like not up for it at all. Um, but again, this is the energy that I'm picking up here in regards to what you need to release. Okay. So let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you in regards to what energy you need to embrace. And let me tell you, this healing card, you see how much I'm shuffling, right? Like you guys are seeing. I'm like I shuffle, okay? And the healing card has been coming out like so many times in the readings tonight. So I don't know, maybe there is a collective energy of healing, okay? That's taking place collectively. There's this sense of like, forgiving, healing, letting go of, energies here, but it's coming up so much in the reading. But yeah, let's see what else is coming through. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get another timer here because all right, let's see, what do you need to embrace? You have here dreams, significant decision, rethink. Okay. Now, dreams, I'm going to talk about the part that says dreams first. So, the first thing, dreams. There could be something here about you needing to embrace the goals, the dreams, the inspirations, the things that you are wanting to open new chapters with, the things that you want to move in a new direction about. Okay, so number one, that's coming through. This could also be talking about you paying attention to your dreams, meaning when you go to sleep at night, the dreams that are coming in through your subconscious. As you know, when we go to sleep, we are more susceptible to getting premonitions, precognition, all these things, okay? Messages in the dreams, things of that nature in the dream state. Now, does it mean that it has to be during the dream, during sleeping? No, it could be even through meditation as well. So there may be some messages that you may be getting. They're talking here about you paying close attention to what that is or what that may be. Okay. You also have here significant decision. And what's interesting is that this person is looking back to this releasing here. So I don't know if whatever this is did a number on you emotionally, or there's something here that's very much connected to this energy. So I don't know if there's something here having to do with an apology or an accepting an apology, or as we always say, like energetic forgiveness. Like even if you don't want to deal with the person, you just forgive them energetically and move on with your life, or move on with whatever this is. There's something here about you rethinking on how to handle this or how to release this. Okay. So that's what's coming through here in regards to this dream card. All right, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. There may be a significant, I'm telling you, I feel like this, if this is connected to a situation, a person, or whatever, I'm getting this feeling like this person or people or whatever this may be about, it's like they want to apologize or they want to make something right here, in some way, shape, or form. And if this is, I'm not saying that it is connected to job, but I'm just going to give this example for whatever is worth here. I'm getting like, especially if it's something like, for example, like a company or job wise, that someone did something wrong, or like a company or I don't know why I'm getting like company or something like that, or like a group of people. There's something here about you reconsidering, because I'm getting, especially if it has to do with somebody offering something like money wise, like compensation. There's something here about like, especially of compensation, like someone may want to, I'm getting like someone may want to make something right here, and something having to do, I don't know, about money here also, or the value they want. Maybe they want to show you that you are a valuable person, but there's something here about you like really being very hesitant. So again, it's only 5 minute reading, but that's what I'm getting. But I wish I could go a little deeper in there, give you more clarity, but that's what I'm getting here. So you may know what this is about. King of Wands energy. Okay, I am successful in all that I do. All right, King of Wands energy, the energy you should be embracing right now at this moment in time. The King of Wands, the go-getter energy. Like I said, I don't feel that whatever this is, just like you're more in like, it's dead, done, and over with. I'm ready to keep it moving. And this is telling me here as well, okay, that's that energy. It's like you're successful, your energy is vibrant, it's confident, you're in this go-getter energy, charismatic. There's sense here of you being very confident, and that is what's going to allow you here to achieve your dreams, your goals, your ambition, or whatever this may be talking about in regards to something that you may have been thinking about, and actually something that you may be embarking on. So that could also be very much connected to that. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you in your last deck here. By the way, A. Perez, you are up next. A. Perez, you are up next, so don't go too far because you are up for this reading, okay? Yeah, it's like this, like someone is like, you know how this is, it's just like this energy is like, I'm going to say it's annoying only because, not that it annoys me, but I feel like it's an annoying energy. Like someone did something, and whether they did something or they said something, and it's like you were able to see through it. It's like you knew all along. Like either you knew because this person or the situation, the circumstance, because there's a pattern here that this person has, but it's like they are now wanting to backpedal on something. That's how it feels. It's like this person wants to backpedal on something, you know? And yeah, it's like this is saying, release that energy, but there's something here about this person like not wanting to release your energy. So I don't know which way this is going, but just be aware of that. And I think that's what your guides want you to just be aware of. But it's coming through loud and clear. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Wow, look at that. 5555. 5, 10, 15, 20. 2, 0. You drop the 0, you get the 2, okay? Yeah, there may be something about here creating some type of balance in something that was changed. And I think this change is very much connected to this. Okay, the snow angel. All right. That being said, let's see what's coming through here for you. So again, there may have been a very big change. And through that change, like I said, validation, confirmation, there was a lot of clarity. I told you something here about someone showing their true colors, something here about you gaining clarity in something. And that's why you were like, nope, this is it. And this person is like, I'm telling you, they're like regretful. They're like wishing they didn't do or say or whatever that was about. But there you go. It says, you are not a victim of circumstance. You are a beneficiary, enriching your life experience. By embracing and adapting to change, you're setting yourself up for long-term success. Bingo. King of Wands energy. Okay. And what does it say here? I am successful in all that I do. So if it was you who made a decision to disconnect from someone, or someone did something to you and left you out in the cold, it was actually a blessing in disguise. It says here, you're embracing and adapting to change. You're setting yourself up for long-term success. Trust that everything is unfolding for the best. You are achieving your goals. Again, back to what I was talking about in dreams. Remember, I said it could be dream as like, when you're sleeping, or dreams as in goals. And there's something about you being very successful. So whatever this was, you letting go or someone letting you go, whatever this is, they just did you a favor, because they just got themselves out of your way, because there's something here that's moving up. It says you are achieving your goals and everything will work out perfectly in the end. And what's interesting is, as I was reading that, Clara, audiently, I heard things are moving in your favor. So whatever this is shifting in your favor. All right. I don't know what this is, but we shall see. That being said, thank you so much, Karen. Karen, I see a lot there that you may have written. Don't retract it. Let me give me a chance to put all these decks back in, all these energies, all these cards back in, because I don't know how this may connect to whatever this may, what's going on. I wanted to go deeper, but I gave you a lot there, but I just want to see what, because I was getting like this annoying energy. Not that I'm annoyed. Please don't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like that person or that situation was like annoying me. Like, I don't know. Let me see. Why was I feeling that? Wait, give me a second. Oh, something wrong over here. Okay. Let's see. What's going on here? You wrote, I'm here, haha, all the above. Okay, so there was validation confirmation here. That is the stinker brother and sister, and hasta la vista, baby. Aha. I got a passport today to get as far away from them as possible. There you go. Yes, my sister and brother need to vominos, Vámonos, muchachos. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So, obviously, this resonates for you. All right. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, what is going on here? All right. Well, Karen, thank you so much, my dear, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Thank you so much for giving a little bit of that validation confirmation. Listen, whatever this is about, you're better. You're better on your own than whatever this situation is all about. So this was a blessing in disguise for you. So there you go. I wish you the very best of luck. Okay, Karen? Thank you so much, my love, and see you soon. Up next, we have A. Perez. A. Perez, you are up next. Before I start your reading, A. Perez, for those of you who are watching and you may have missed an opportunity to join this free 5-minute mini reading, then feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts so you don't miss the chance. Once I hop on and do the readings, you have an opportunity to join. Okay. And yes, my lists fill up very quickly. Sometimes I could do 20 readings, other times I do 10 readings, other times I do 5 readings. It all depends. So when you subscribe to the channel and you turn on your notification bell and your all notification alerts connected to the channel, every time I get on and do a live, you're going to be alerted, you're going to be notified. So all you need to do is make sure you hop on to the chat and get yourself on there. Wow, thank you so much, Karen, for your super, very much appreciated, my dear. I would have added more to the reading there for you. All right, so there you go. You just wanted to hear the applause. That's funny. Yeah, thank you so much, my dear. All right, intuitive friends, I'm going to jump into A. Paris's reading. And then after A. Paris, we have Devi A. After Devi A, we have Emily Crazy Gal. After Emily Crazy Gal, we have Kiki. Okay. All right. A Perez. Welcome. Whoops. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by, A Perez, and thank you again, Karen, for your generosity. All right, intuitive friends, let's take a look here. A Perez, let's see what your guides want to share with you. Ooh, something flipped over. I just want to mention here that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And you have here, wow. All right, I'm going to take the two cards that I'm seeing. So I have Dress of Alchemy and the one behind it. Everything else, I don't know what it is. So I'm going to take those two and pull them out. All right, A Perez, let's jump into your reading. Let's see what's coming through here for you. First and foremost, you have Dress of Alchemy, and right behind it, you have the Violet Duchess. Okay, first and foremost, the Violet Duchess is this feeling of feeling stuck. You may feel at this moment in time that something isn't moving. A certain aspect of your life may not be moving. There may be this sense of stagnation. Monotony is the same thing, just a different day. There may be the sense of feeling stuck or stifled, feeling bored or disillusioned, feeling like something isn't moving, or that you may have a lack of spark. There's a lack of inspiration. You're just going from one day to the next day to the next day to the next day. Yeah, there may be some differences from one day to the next, but there's something that's remaining constant, and that constant is creating the sense of like you feel like you're not as inspired as you would like to be, or you're not as motivated in something that you would like to be. Okay. So this is very much giving this Four of Cups type of energy, where again, this could be in a specific area of your life, or this could be overall. Okay. So that is coming through for you. You also have here Dress of Alchemy. It says release your power. Now, release your power is reminding you here that you have a lot of potential. And the potential that you have, one or two things. Either you have lacked the spark in order for you to really set forth this powerful potential that you have inside of you. This could also be that you don't truly see that you have untapped potential. There may be here some passions, some ideas, some things that maybe for a very long time they have been bottled up inside your heart and your emotions. You may not say them because there's a feeling of guilt, or a feeling of like, if I say it out loud, it's going to sound like I'm not grateful for, or I'm not, like I'm not looking at my blessings. But that's not the case. This is talking about the sense of untapped potential inside of you. Like you can do so much more if only you believed that you could, or that you placed this sense of action or motivation or inspiration or drive into this energy of feeling stagnant or feeling like something isn't moving. Okay. This is also kind of like there may be times here that you may see other people like moving in certain ways or accomplishing certain things in their lives. And there could be something here of like, man, if I would have fill in the blank, I would have fill in the blank. Okay. Now, again, I don't feel that that's something that you may mention to people. I don't think that's something that you may say aloud, but it's coming across as something that you may be feeling inside of yourself from time to time. It's something that you bottle up. And what your guides are saying here is to release that energy, to number one, get out of your own way, get out of your head. Okay, that yes, you can accomplish anything that you would want to accomplish, that yes, you have so much more potential, you have so much passion, drive, and ambition, but you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe that you can do it. You need to actually put action behind it so that you can release your power. And once you realize that you have this beautiful potential inside of you, that you're never too late to start something. You're never too late to shift something in a direction that gets you out of the humdrum stagnant energy, that either this may be connected in regards to an area of your life, or may be connected to dreams or inspirations that you may have had in the past or recent past. So your guides are saying you can still make this possible, but do you believe in yourself that you can make it possible? What are you doing to get yourself out of this energy? What actions and steps are you taking? Are you just kind of wishing, hoping, and desiring? Or are you putting something in motion so that you can, again, start connecting with that passion, that inspiration, that drive, and you can release that true potential that you still have inside of you? Okay. All right, A. Perez, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. What energy you need to embrace? Okay, so let's take a look what your guides want you to realize here, what they want you to be aware of in regards to embracing this energy. Okay, there you go. That flipped over, so I had to let it go. So again, there's this sense of like things that you may have wished, prayed, wanted, desired in the past or recent past is still a possibility. It's getting out of the hoping, wishing, and desiring, and it's more about pushing yourself to, well, what are you doing about it? If you're not happy in something, well, what are you doing about it? You want to accomplish this, that, and the other. What are you doing about it? So it's this energy of, yes, you're clinging to the hope, which is beautiful. So embrace the hope, the faith, and the dream, but also follow it through with some type of action here. Okay. So again, it feels like something is very much like in the ethers. It's like, it feels like it's up in the air. With your desire, with praying, wishing, hoping, desiring, that's great. But what are we doing to push things along? What are you doing to make something happen here? Okay, A. Perez. So let me take another one here for you. Give me more. Yeah, the gentleness of growth. Yeah. There may be, they want you to outgrow this energy here. Your guides are saying you need to outgrow these challenges that I just spoke about. You need to release this energy in order for you to make whatever it is that you're hoping, wishing, desiring, or wanting to see, or wanting to accomplish, or wanting to move forward in. You got to let go. You got to outgrow this energy. Okay. So be gentle with yourself. Okay. Again, give yourself the grace to, maybe, the first couple ideas may not pan out very well, but maybe the fourth or fifth idea may be better. But there's definitely something here about the gentleness of growth. As you do something here, as you become aware of your own power, of what you really truly want to bring into reality, well, what is it that you're doing in order to make it grow? Remember, in order for something to grow, there has to be here the dedication, the effort, and the consistency. So if you have a plant or you have flowers and you want them to grow, and you put the seed in the soil, you could put the seed in the soil and you could hope, pray, wish, and do it all you want, but that seed is not going to grow. It's not going to grow unless you're watering it, unless you're putting out in the sun, unless you are consistently taking care of it, unless you're doing things, putting the action so it could grow. So again, that's the message that I'm getting here for you, A Paris. Okay. So there's the sense here about, yes, you want something to grow. You need to outgrow this energy, allow yourself to plant the seed of hope, inspiration, dream, but also put in the work so something can grow out of that hope, dream, and desire and prayers that you may be asking for. Okay. All right, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. All right, A Paris, you have here the Page of Swords. Now, the pages are all about messages, but also the pages are about the beginner mindset. So, Page of Swords energy here is saying you should embrace this energy of having new ideas, expanding your thoughts, using your intelligence, using your rational, logical thinking, coming up with ideas, plans. What is it that you are curious about? What is it that you desire to learn more about? What is it that, in a way, creates or, brings those creative juices in your mind, right? What is it that you have been thinking maybe here for quite some time, but haven't been doing or haven't been applying yourself or haven't been consistent in growing that beautiful idea or that inspiration or that curiosity or the desire to want to learn and expand in something or grow in something? So, what is it that has been lurking deep down inside in this bottle that you haven't been allowing yourself to see that you have the potential to gain access, to learn, to grow, to expand? Okay. And that's something for you to think about here. What you also have here with the Page of Swords, it says, take care of the detail and stay in control. So again, if there's something here that you want to accomplish, if there's something here that you've always been hoping, wishing, praying about, it's not going to happen just by wishing, praying, and hoping. There's some action that needs to take place. And in order for you to know exactly what that action is, you need to look at the details. What is it that you're interested in? What is it that you're curious about? What is it that you want to grow, to learn, to expand, to allow your fullest potential to come forward? Okay. Let's see, A Paris, what else is coming through for you? There's a lot of butterflies here. Okay. Butterflies are all about new beginnings. It's never too late to do anything that you've been wishing, hoping, praying, and desiring about. All right. That being said, let's take a look. And it's funny because it's coming across with this Page of Swords. Like, you get really good ideas. Like, there's this sense of like, wow, that's a great idea. Like, I should do that. Or I should, put my efforts in this, or I should, but then it kind of stays stuck in the wishing, in the hoping, and not into making it or putting something forward in reality. Okay, it could also be you talking a lot about something that you want to do, but now is the time to start putting fire behind it, work behind it, planning behind it. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through for you, A Paris. By the way, Devi A, you are up next. Devi A, look at that. Readjustments. What did I say? You have to fine tune something, take care of the detail, and stay in control. Okay? Don't overthink things. Okay? Don't start putting things into like, oh, I can't do this because, 10,000 excuses. Because if you do, then something is not going to grow. Okay? So again, it has a lot to do with that. So you have here readjustments. All right. you have here, your self-control is strong enough to set things right. Okay, like I said, a lot of impulsive ideas may come across. You may have thought about five different things that may interest you, or there may be one thing that may interest you, but then you find five excuses on why you can't do it, right? So this is what this is talking about. Okay, it says your self-control is strong enough to set things right. A new romantic or platonic relationship, or this could be connected in an area of career, finances, and other areas, is on the horizon. Okay, so there's something here. Whatever this is about your potential. It's about you acknowledging that you have so much more to give and so much more that you can be expanding on, and that maybe you're holding yourself back in some way, shape, or form. It says, along with the opportunity to reconnect and start anew with either an idea from the past or a situation from the past, something that you've been, wishing, hoping, and desiring. It says, trust that everything will fall into place as you embrace these positive changes. Remember that I said, have the grace to give yourself the time for you to figure something out, because it's coming across as this may be a brand new start for you to start looking at something in a different way and start moving in something in a different way as well. Okay, so there you go. You have readjustments. All right, A Paris, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. All right, A Paris, thank you so much. And up next, we have Devi A. Before we jump into the reading for Devi A, for those of you who are watching and are new, or you are visiting for the first time, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, then look down below in the description box and click those links below. Now, if you are interested in taking part in future live mini readings, well, the only thing that you need to do is subscribe yourself to the channel. So subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts. And when I come on and do a live reading, you are going to be notified, okay? And once you're notified, you could just jump into the chat list, and of course then I'm going to take a look at the chat, and then I'm going to add you to the list. Okay, for those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate your love, your loyalty, and your support. Greatly appreciate you coming, stopping by, saying hello. A Paris says, thank you so much. This reading definitely resonated with me. All right, beautiful. I'm so happy that that is the case here, A Paris. I hope that this has brought some type of insight here for you. And I wish you the very best of luck, okay? All right, Devi A, before I jump into your reading, give me a second. Let me turn off this. All right, my apologies. That mic dropped on the floor. My apologies if that was a loud thump there. Okay. All right. I turn on the AC only because this beautiful light here that we have gets a little warm. All right. So again, thank you so much, A Perez. I'm happy that resonated for you. Okay, up next, we have Devi A. After Devi A, we have Emily Crazy Gal. After Emily Crazy Gal, we have Kiki. Okay? All right. So Devi A, welcome to the channel. Let us know if you are a new subscriber so that we can give you a nice warm welcome. Same thing with A Paris. If you're new to the channel, please let us know so we can give you a nice warm welcome. All right, intuitive friends, Devi A, let's see what's coming through for you. Just a reminder here, Devi A, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. All right, so Devi A is a new subscriber. So for those of you who are here, the Lexa Tarot community, let's welcome Devi A. Welcome, welcome. All right, Devi, let's see what's coming through for you. Okay, what your guides want you to know. Wow, that came flying out of the deck. And you have, well, there's way too many, but I'll take the first two. Okay, how about that? All right, so you have this, and as you just saw, it popped out all by its own, all on its own. And this is talking about putting an important end and a new beginning. Very interesting. I want to say this is the third time in the reading this evening that this has come out in the readings today for the live. But as I've said before in the other readings, these thunderbolts here are very much connecting me to this tower in tarot. So there may have been a tower moment that you may have experienced, whether this was in the past or whether this was in the recent past. First and foremost, this person is moving or has their entire body shifted to the past or recent past, and they're looking in the present. So it could be something that may have happened in the past or recent past that may be still a sensitive matter. It could be a revelation that may have happened in the past or recent past, and you still dwell on it, or still lives rent free in your mind or in your heart. Here with an important end, again, this could have been a breakup, separation, or divorce. This could have been a sudden change or an action, or it could have been a revelation, something that you didn't know, a shock, like, oh wow, I didn't see that coming. But whatever it was, it may have created a shakeup. Now, what I am getting also, it could also have been like some type of accident or unexpected accident or something like that too. It could have been connected to that. So I'm getting that there's something here connecting to something very unexpected, may have been accidental. I don't know if this is like an accident or something like that, but it's coming through as something I need to mention. Okay. So whatever this may be for you, or however this may resonate for you, your guides are saying it's time to let it go. It's time to let go whatever this experience was, whatever residual energy it has impacted, and it may have impacted you very deeply, but it's time for you to start seeing something in a different way, gaining a new perspective on whatever this may have been or whatever this may be, because it's time for you to set yourself up for a brand new start, or a brand new perspective, or a brand new way of seeing the situation, circumstance, or event. It may have been a blessing in disguise. It may have been a lesson that needed to be learned. And this is coming through as it's time. The time has come for us to really look at what that was, or for you to look at what that is or was, and to shift that energy away from it. Okay. You also have here back off. And I'm getting here energetically that whatever this may have been in the past or recent past, it may have created this jaded energy. It may have created the sense of blocking people off, or being a little bit more reclusive. It could have even created the sense of like being more reserved in the things that you say, or keeping bottled emotions or communication to yourself, because that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting so pissed off about something here, or so hurt about something here, about whatever this important ending and new beginning may be. It says the witch at the end of the world, and it may have felt like it was the end of the world when whatever this was about happened. And this may have created some sense of jaded energy, or you being guarded, whether it's emotionally guarded, whether it was you not wanting to talk about it ever again, or not wanting to open up to other people, or not allowing other people into your world, okay? Or at least the world that is connected to this situation, circumstance, or event, okay? So that's coming through here for you. There's a sense here that your guides want to say, let go of whatever the situation, circumstance, or it is, whether it's someone or something, okay? So let's take a look here, because after David, we have Emily and Kiki. So we only have two more to end the readings. So make sure that Emily and Kiki, that you're not too far away, okay? And then we're going to be doing those last two readings. But there is this guarded energy, and that guarded energy, and I want to just say this because they want to mention this again for whatever reason. This guarded energy, this kind of like back off type of energy, is because of something that happened. Something create some, again, it was an unexpected change, an unexpected action, a revelation, something that shook something up here, and it has left that residual energy inside of you, okay? So let's see what else is coming through. Now, what I do feel is that your guides want to remind you that, yes, it's understandable that there may be a knee-jerk reaction to want to, shield yourself from being hurt again, or shield your thoughts, or your, the things that you want to say, or the things that you feel. It's understandable, especially if there was something here of a situation in the past or recent past that has come to an end. But one way to overcome that is, instead of, blocking everything and everyone off, allowing yourself to mend or heal this energy. And instead of blocking everyone off, having healthy boundaries, right? So not being too trusting at the beginning, or not being too giving at the beginning, allowing people to show themselves, to prove themselves that they are a true partner, a true friend, a person who is not going to backstab you, okay? So let's hear, let's see here what's coming through. Because it feels like this was super emotionally draining, is how this is coming across. You have here, look at that. Didn't I say it feels like this was super emotionally draining? And what do you have? Love. This may be very much connected to your love sector. If it's not connected to your love sector, it may be very much connected to your emotions, something residing in your heart. Like I said, something living rent free in your heart. An emotion, stagnant, a situation, circumstance, event, breakup, separation, divorce, external conflicts, internal conflicts, whatever this may be. And love is in the section here talking about what you need to embrace. So in order for you, look at that. Union. This may be very much connected to a breakup, separation, or divorce, or something here connected in your love sector. Because right after love, you have union. Okay? So listen, in regards to love, there is a white dove here. And there's a white dove, and here is the person doing the flute, right? Now I'm going to place it down on the table, and I want you to see that love, the person sitting here, is looking at my left-hand side. They're in the direction of my left. So left is about the past or the recent past. So is union. This person is sitting there, and they're not even looking at the past. They want to look at the, my right-hand side, which is the future, but their whole body is still tilted to the past. So what your guides are saying here to you in this reading is for you to energetically forgive the situation, the circumstance, the event, the environment, or the person that this energy and this energy may be about. It may be very much connected to your love sector, okay? So, especially if this was a breakup, separation, or divorce, it's coming through. It's time to, heal from that, okay? Which is the reason why you have the love card, but you also have a dove, okay? So, what I want to talk about here with you is I would like for you to, you know, start that process here. And I'm going to give some suggestions here, one of which is working with your heart chakra. The heart chakra has the 639 hertz solfeggio frequency. So you can get on YouTube and you can listen to the heart 639 hertz and focus on unblocking. So maybe you want to do this maybe at the end of the day or at the top of the day. Close your eyes, put in your ear pods or your headset and listen to that heart chakra unblocking. They also have it, like an 8-hour thing. So if you're not like a super light sleeper, if you're a deep sleeper like me, or you could just put it, playing in the background. So while you're sleeping, because when we do go to sleep, there's this sense of recharging and, cellular regrowth and all that. So while you're sleeping, you can be playing that also in the background if not, you can do it when you wake up, 5 minutes in the day, 5 minutes at nighttime. That to help you unblock these energies that are coming through in regards to this residual pain, suffering, or breakup, separation, or divorce in the past or recent past. You also have here union, and your guides want to remind you that your prayers or your desires are being answered. And one of the ways that it could have been answered is by letting you go or releasing you from a situation, circumstance, or an event where someone or an environment or some people or a person was not taking you into consideration. They weren't valuing you. They weren't adding, but they weren't adding to the connection. They were subtracting. And when I'm saying subtracting is I'm getting, like I said before, this feeling of you being drained here. Okay. So that's how this is coming through for you. Okay. There's a sense of being drained by whatever this is. And that draining energy, again, you, in a way, shutting yourself off emotionally, shutting your communication, again, being guarded is how this is coming through. Let's take a look here, Devi A, what you should embrace here. Moving forward. Okay, so let's take a look here. Now, I just want to mention here that your guides are saying, we listen, we hear your prayers, we hear your desires. We know that at some point, again, in order for you to move forward, you got to work on this energy. You got to energetically forgive. And I do want to mention that there is something called the Ho'oponopono prayer, or the Ho'oponopono invocation, or the Ho'oponopono chant. It's all about forgiveness, energetically releasing the person, energetically forgiving this situation, circumstance, or event. It doesn't mean that you have to, get on the phone and talk to them, or whoever or whatever this may be about, but it does require you to make amends with yourself with the situation from the past or recent past, because that's not going to allow you to move forward. That's why love here is looking at the past or recent past. That's why union is also looking at the past or recent past. So there's a sense of you really letting go of that energy so that you can heal, mend, repair, or fix something that is very much here on an emotional level. Okay. And part of that mending, fixing, repairing is, like I said, listening to the heart chakra 639 hertz solfeggio frequency, and also doing the Ho'oponopono chant or Ho'oponopono invocation. Again, you are energetically forgiving others as well as yourself. Okay. So not being too hard on yourself, because there may have been, this may have happened here because you needed to learn a lesson. And unfortunately, we learn through, pitfalls, right? So that's coming through here for you. Let's see what else is coming through. And you have here the King of Swords. I trust my ability to make strategic decisions. Okay. So the King of Swords is also looking at the past or recent past. And again, this is giving validation, confirmation to what I've been saying from the top of your reading. Every single card here is looking at the past, which is telling me all this is very much connected to either a breakup, separation, or divorce, or a situation, circumstance, or an event that is very much connected and has made a very big impact on you emotionally. Okay. And it's time for you to release whatever this is and work through it. Okay. When I finish this reading, I'm going to add a couple of links there in the chat to help you with this process. And for those of you who feel that you may also need it. King of Swords is cutting away all this nonsense, this situation, circumstance, event, person, or residual energy. Okay. So again, it says, I trust my ability to make strategic decisions. So now that you've learned what you needed to learn, that you've seen what you needed to see, now it's time for you to take those lessons learned and, look at things in a different way, see things from a different perspective. Now, remember, the swords, or I should say the King of Swords, is emotionally detached from situations, circumstances, or events. Why? This detached personality allows the King of Swords to really look at things from a logical, rational standpoint, meaning you're looking at things from an intelligent manner. You're saying to yourself rationally, you know what? This may have happened because maybe this person, this situation, or this circumstance wasn't meant for me. And you know what? I'm happy that this happened because it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe I need to move in another direction. Okay. So there you go. All right, let's take a look. Swift action, exactly that swift action that the King of Swords, they're telling you to do. You need to embrace this. You need to embrace this immediately. Why? The solar eclipse is coming through. Solar eclipse is all about new energy. So you want to make sure that you're working on letting go of all of this so you can align yourself to the next new phase that you are needing to go through. Okay. So look at this. You're entering a phase of expansion. You're not going to be able to go in that new direction until you fix this. The reason why that's important is because if this is not healed, if this is not fixed, if this is not repaired, if this is not out of your system, you're going to end up repeating the same situation again with a different person, in a different circumstance, in a different environment, with a different situation. It's going to be a whole new cast of characters, and it's going to loop itself back into your energy field. So what you want to do is you want to put a stop on that. And how you put a stop on that is by making sure that you heal and you remove and you do what you need to do here so that it doesn't allow you to make those same mistakes the next time, because now you're going to be wiser, more intelligent, more mature, more intellectually aware about things, right? And that's why this union card, she's not fully looking at the horizon. She's not looking at the next, she's not looking at the new path yet. She's still very much connected to this union of the past. So again, this energy is very important for you to work with so that you can move in a new direction, okay? It says take immediate action towards your ultimate goal. It says financial improvements are on the horizon. That could be very much connected here. But remember, Venus is a planet of love. It's also the planet of connections, but is also a planet that influences finances, career, and all that. So I feel that again, and because love is here, I feel that this is very much connected to your value because Venus also focuses on the value that people have in us and the value that we have in ourselves. Okay. So it says, by the way, someone has their eye on you. And that may be the case. There may be someone who's very much interested in you, but you're not really looking at that person or you're not looking at that aspect of love or moving in that direction because you're still very much stuck over here. Okay. It says, stay focused because the universe is aligning in your favor. Okay. So there you go. All right. All right, so there you have it, Devi A. I hope these messages have been insightful. I'm going to add some um, links in a few. Up next, we have Emily, Crazy Gal, and then we have Kiki. But yeah, I'm gonna add those links there for you to help you here in this process of residual, letting go of this residual energy. Okay. All right, Devi. I know that you are a new subscriber. Okay, I just okay. Oh yeah, you're very very welcome. Let me just add those links for you, okay? Just give me a second. Give me a second. By the way, intuitive friends, oh, and Debbie also, I know it's kind of like you subscribe to the channel, you get your reading. Some of you may leave the channel. I hope that's not the case. I hope you guys stick around so that you can continue to be part of the live chats and then you can continue to get all the amazing content on the channel. So I hope that you still remain part of the channel. Okay, give me 1 second. Let's start here. This is for anyone who feels like they need to use it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my Reiki long distance healing session. Okay. So that's free and that's on my channel. Okay. So I guide you through that. Really great. The only thing I ask is if you guys could give it a thumbs up and you could leave a comment in the comment section and let us know how that Reiki session helped in some way, shape, or form, okay? Or what you felt through, when you went through it. That's number one. Number two, I talked about the chakras, right? You can look for something very specific, like I said, the heart chakra, but I'm gonna give you guys here one that it's mostly about just in general, like all seven. And it's important to also take a look at all seven, especially if you are working with your chakra system, because what happens is when one area is blocked, another energy center of the body takes over to help the other one that's not opening up or blocked. And so then it throws off all the other chakra systems, right? So you may have, one chakra working on two areas of the body system. So, so it is a great idea that, you work on all seven. However, working on also the heart chakra to cleanse or to mend or to heal from the over wait, hold on, I'm trying to multitask and it's not working. And here's the other one. Hold on 1 second. I use this actual affirmation in the morning, and it got me through a very big breakup. Okay, so if that is something that you are experiencing, this could help pivot you in the direction of positivity. All right. So there you go, Devi. I hope these messages have been insightful, and don't forget to continue to be to stay subscribed to the channel. And let me see, what did you write here? You wrote Ho'oponopono prayer. Yes. 639 heart frequency sound. Yes. Lessons I learned. Thank you for the links in advance. Oh, you're welcome. I don't want to repeat the past with anyone new. Exactly. That's why we need to heal from it. You wrote, I'm very guarded. I picked that up. I did pick that up in the reading. So thank you for validation confirmation. And I definitely want to work with you. Okay, wonderful. So I'll hope to see you next time. Thank you so much, Debbie A. Feel free to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls, okay? All right, up next we have Emily. Emily, thank you so much for your patience. After Emily, we have Kiki. So Debbie, I went over the 5 minutes, but again, a lot was coming through, so maybe it was just a lot that needed to come through for you today. So hopefully that was beneficial. All right. Emily, crazy gal, let me know. I know you're here. Emily wrote, just wondering what's coming into for love. Well, this is a general reading, but we'll see what you may need to release, maybe in the area of love, and what you need to embrace, maybe in the area of love. We'll see what comes through. Okay, so let's see what your guides want you to release and what your guides want you to embrace. All right, let's take a look here. Emily, you're up next. Actually, let me write this down here so that we make sure, Emily, that you are here. Give me a thumbs up, Emily. Let me know that you're here. After Emily, we have the last and final Ace. Ace. Hold on one second. We have Kiki last. There we go. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Ace. Ace. Out. Come here. All right. All right. Thank you so much, Emily, for. Yes, I see you here. Okay, wonderful. Okay, Emily, let's jump straight into your reading. Emily, as I have been reminding everyone, please remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only, and let's see what's coming through for you, Emily, okay? What your guides want you to know in regards to what you need to release, okay? And then what you need to embrace. So let's see what's coming through for you in this 5-minute reading. Let's see what's coming through. What does Emily need to release or should release here at this moment in time? Let's see what's coming through. All right, and you have from death comes rebirth. There's something here about letting go of the old to make way for the new. All right, there's something here coming through for you. It's interesting. I'm getting the death card in tarot here. Okay, I'll talk a little bit more about that. So let's see what's coming in. It says, I am Kali. Now, aside from the fact that this is deity Kali that's coming through, but I'm getting here from death comes rebirth. There's something here about you releasing yourself from either old perspectives, old ways that you used to do something, think about something, talk about something. This card is giving me a lot of this death card in tarot energy. Now, the death card in tarot is ruled by Scorpio, okay? So there may be something here connected. There's also a lot of blue here. So there may be something here connected to a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It doesn't have to, but it could. You could also have those placements on your astrological natal chart, maybe not in your sun or maybe in your sun, but also in other areas, okay? Such as your moon, your rising, maybe, especially because you're thinking a lot, or you were not thinking a lot, but you were asking about your love life. Maybe it's, in your seventh or fifth house, or Juno, or maybe it's in your Venus. However, that may resonate, though, there's something here connecting to the ending of a cycle, transitioning out of something, and or something coming to the end, but it kind of like ran its course. So this could be a connection, this could be a way of thinking, this could be how you viewed love. Maybe it is part of a breakup, separation, or divorce. Maybe you are in a connection right now that you're going through some type of transition here. But whatever this may be is very emotional. Like I said, I'm picking up Scorpio for whatever reason. I'm getting a lot of scorpionic energy. And like I said, Scorpio is connected to the Death card in tarot. So if it's not having to do with a breakup, separation, or divorce, it could be very much connected to something having to do with your emotions, something having to do with something that you felt very deeply, okay, in the past or recent past. And having gone through a very informative, I don't know why I'm getting informative phase. Maybe you learned something, maybe you found out something, maybe a situation, circumstance, or event gave you more clarity about who you are, what you are about, your values, what you would say yes to and what you would say no to. Maybe something here about boundaries, I don't know, that's coming through. But there is a lot of intensity here. Okay, so again, it's coming across as there's also here, and I want to mention this, a lot of skulls here in this chain. And I feel, if you are single, so listen carefully, if you are single, you may have kissed a lot of toads along the way, right? So that's one thing. Another thing is, you may have felt like you keep going into this pattern of either the same type of people, or there's like a pattern here that keeps coming up in regards to your love life. This is talking about really taking a deep dive and understanding why you may be attracting these characters or these people or these experiences or these lessons. Because when we have truly healed from an experience or learned a lesson, we won't experience that lesson again. And if we do, we go about it in a very different way. Okay, so it's kind of like, okay, this time around, I'm not going in that direction. Or, you know what? I learned this last time, and this is how I'm going to apply it next time. Okay, so this is coming across as that energy here. All right. From death comes rebirth. There may be here from a situation, circumstance, or an event, or a breakup, separation, or divorce that really shook things up for you. You have the number 13. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So you may have felt like there was some sense of security, and then all of a sudden there wasn't. Okay, or you may have felt like something was moving in a certain direction, and then all of a sudden something was out of your control, and there may have been a sense here of a change or an end or a breakup, separation, or divorce that changed the course of something here. Okay, so what your guides want you to realize here is that it's important for you to let go of this energy in order for you to be able to grow in a different direction or move in a different direction. Okay, let's take a look here what else is coming through. All right, let's see what's coming through. And we have here, what do you need to embrace? And you have here dreams. Okay, now dreams could be either one of two ways. Number one, it could be goals, as in dreams, goals. Okay, things that you want to accomplish. Maybe there's still a little bit of residual energy here having to do with whatever this may be about. It may be in the love sector. All right, it may be, especially if there's something here very much connected to Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or someone connected to those to that placement. Okay, so this is coming across here as maybe this was so emotionally overwhelming that it pivoted your attention from what you were dreaming, thinking, wishing, hoping, and inspiring towards. And it kind of like there's a rug that may have been pulled from underneath your feet. And there may have been, again, like this ending here. But this is telling you here, especially with dreams, there may have been a significant decision here that was needed. So whether it was that you decided to do a breakup, separation, or divorce, or someone decided here to move away from this connection with you in, again, this breakup, separation, or divorce, this is saying here that this was very telling about why this may have happened. This significant decision here that was made that may have changed things, may have changed your perception, your feelings, your ideals here, was needed so that you can shift back into your aligned purpose, life purpose, dreams, goals, things that you may be heading towards. Maybe there's a sense of success here that you're aiming towards, leveling up, moving in a very direction. And maybe this either person, situation, circumstance, or event was not going to allow you to move towards those dreams, those goals, that career, or whatever it is that you were hoping, praying, or still moving towards. Okay, so your guides are saying here, continue to embrace your goals, your dreams, and the things that you want to accomplish. This significant decision here was done so that you can be brought back into your alignment. You may have been spending way too much time, effort, energy, and focus on something or someone that perhaps wasn't either A, wasn't valuing you, or B, it was taking you away from where your alignment is or life purpose. So maybe this person wasn't adding to you, maybe they were taking away maybe your energy, your focus, or your spark in something that you may be wanting to achieve or accomplish, okay, in the long run. Okay, maybe the focus was very much connected to something else instead of yourself. Okay, your guides want you to look at this experience from a different point of view, from a point of view of lessons learned, from a point of view of being reshifted into a path that may be better suited for you with another type of individual or another type of mindset or in another type of environment. And so when you look at this experience, to rethink it or to reframe it in a different way. Let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. And you have here Queen of Cups. Don't lose your faith in love. Don't lose. And by the way, you're getting water again. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Don't know what this is about. You may have a strong placement, or there's may be very much connected to Scorpio season, Cancer season, or Pisces season here, or a person that is connected to the water signs. But your guides are saying, don't give up on love. Don't give up on, don't give up on love, because whatever this may be about from the past or recent past, there's a level of emotional maturity that you have gained, or emotional intelligence that you have gained. And it's important for you to continue to follow your heart and your intuition. And maybe you are a very giving person. Maybe you are a very generous person. And this is saying it's not that you should stop being a giving and loving and generous person, but you need to be aware who you are giving that generosity towards. And for you to rethink how you move towards love, or how you move towards the things that you are wanting to achieve, if it is connected to love, or it may be connected to another area of your life. So the Queen of Cups here says, I trust my knowing and follow my heart. Okay. So you don't need to shut down your heart. What you need to do is mend, heal, and repair your heart, and be aware of the important healthy boundaries that you need to have in place. Because when you're coming from an angle of entering a connection, you need to be healed. You need to fix, to, take the time to reassess things, see where you may have gone wrong in the past, look at what you needed to learn from the past, learn from that, maybe reevaluate your standards, edit or fix, whatever, your list was in the past or recent past, and edit it to something that reflects your values and your belief system now, after having experienced a situation, circumstance, or an event in the past or recent past that may have created a very big turbulent time for you, okay, emotionally. So this is not about shutting down your heart, but rather looking at things from an emotional, from a mature emotional standpoint and mature emotional intelligence standpoint, right? Hold yourself accountable to the things that you needed to hold yourself accountable for, and say to yourself, okay, well, how do I change that next time? Again, you don't want to be jaded or shut down or too closed off, but you also want to maintain a healthy boundary, so that when you do connect in another connection, that you present yourself in the best version of your healed self that you can. Because if not, you're going to end up doing the same thing again that may have happened here in the past or recent past, because it's coming across that there's a pattern of behavior here. There's a pattern here having to do with something. So we want to break that pattern. In order to break that pattern, you have to identify the pattern. Once you identify the pattern, then how can you heal it, right? What do you need to do in order not to do it again? All right, last but not least here, Emily Crazy Gal. Let's see what else is coming through for you. I hope that these messages are insightful. I hope they've given you the clarity that you need. And let's take a look at what else is coming through. Whoa, look what came up. This is beautiful. Good fortune came up for you, 1331. Look at that. So there's really good things coming up for you. This could be in love. This could also be self-love, meaning you healing yourself, doing the self-care that you need so that you can achieve those goals and that next step. Okay. Goals, dreams, whatever that may be for you. 1331, you may be seeing mirror numbers. Okay, mirror numbers is when they flip, like 13, you flip it around, it's 31. You may be seeing mirror numbers here as sign, symbol, synchronicities. You have good fortune. Okay, it says guidance, clarity. Again, I talked about there's more of an emotional clarity now. After you've gone through something, you're going to look at it through a different lens. Major change. Like I said, this could have been a breakup, separation, or divorce. Self-reliance. You have learned to really focus on your dreams, your desires, your focus here. Individuality, comfort, and prosperity. This says here, trust in your skills and talents. Again, it could be very much connected to dreams, as in goals and dreams. It says they are the keys to a bright future, a piece of valuable advice, a moment of clarity, or a comforting message is headed your way. It could be very much this reading that's coming through. It could also be the insight that you're going to realize after this reading is finished. It says everything is aligning in your favor and success is within reach. So, Emily, I hope these messages have been insightful. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. I hope that I see you again, but there's a lot of good things coming up for you here in the near future, especially with this solar eclipse that's coming through. So yeah, so I hope these messages have been insightful. Let's see what you wrote here. You have here, you waved, okay. You wrote Venus in Scorpio. There you go. That's exactly where I was getting that energy. There you go. Especially if you have Venus in Scorpio. Yeah. Yeah, you may be going through a lot of transformations and transitions in your love life. So you got to be careful of the patterns there. All right. Well, Emily, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Feel free to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. Up next, we have Kiki. Kiki, if you are here, come on down. You are the last and final reading for this evening or tonight or this morning. For those of you who came too late to enjoy the mini readings, no worries. The only thing that you need to do is subscribe to the channel, okay? Then after you subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bells. And the third thing is turn on your notification alerts so that whenever I go on and do a live stream, you are notified very quickly. And as soon as you get the notification, hurry up and get on the chat, because that's going to, secure your placement, especially if it's a free reading. It fills up very, very quickly. Okay. So if you miss an opportunity, no worries. You can always continue to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. And then chances are I'm going to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow evening or tomorrow night. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. Now we're going to jump to the reading for Kiki. Hello, Kiki. How are you, my dear? Thank you so much. Let us know if you are new to the channel so that we can give you a nice warm welcome. Emily, thank you so much for stopping by, my dear. Okay. All right. So Kiki, let's take a look here. What's coming through for you? What your guides want you to know in regards to what you may need to release, leave behind, surrender, let go of. Oh, and what came up? Merry Masquerade. You have Merry Masquerade here, Kiki. And I'm getting here a lot of background drama. All right. I don't know if you're aware of it. I don't know how this may be, but I'm going to tell you what's coming through. So number one, this is a mask, and Marie Masquerade has taken off the mask and is looking at the people that are either creating gossip, giving inaccurate or false stories, drama, gossip. Someone here may be nosy. There may be people trying to figure out what's going on in regards, with you. I'm getting that it's coming from afar, because there's a ship there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a ship pen that she has in her hair. So it may be from afar or from a distance, or people that are not. There could be people that are very close to you but are at a distance, or there is a disconnect. There could be a no contact type of situation, or people from a distance. There's a reason why that is coming through very, very strong. And it's funny because I've had this card forever, and I've never been highlighted this pin in her hair. So whatever this may be, whether it's drama, and by the way, it says it there, drama. Okay, so I'm not just saying drama just to say. It says whether it's drama, whether it's people making false stories, accusations, giving a very false narrative or a disconnected narrative that is not, it doesn't have truth to it, or it doesn't have a foundation for it. Whatever this is, your guides are saying, don't allow yourself to get caught up with this situation. Don't let yourself get caught up with the energy of these people that are talking, saying things, making up things, that wherever this drama is coming from, release yourself from it. Don't stress yourself over it. Don't add fuel to the fire. This is talking about, this is going to be a time where you're going to start to see people's true colors. There's going to be a lot of revelation here. If it hasn't happened already, there's more coming up. If it has, there's an awareness that you're getting. Okay, so there's a lot that either will be revealing itself or has been revealed already. So again, listen carefully. Maybe there's something that has already been revealed. There may be something else, or there may be some more revelations that are coming. People's masks are going to fall. Okay? So be careful of the people that you have around you, what you say what to whom, like who you say what to, okay? And just keep your eyes peeled. All right? This is not a fear-mongering type of situation. This is just an awareness. Just know that there are people here who want to not see you succeed in something, or that are gossiping behind your back. They're saying things that aren't true. I feel that there are other people here who are being very sneaky and trying to see try to see something in your social media. Like, even if you don't say something, they want to see if it comes up in your social media. You see what I'm saying? So I feel that there are people lurking in the shadows here. Whatever this is, your guides want you to be aware that this energy exists, that there could be many changes in who you have around you. You have the number 14 here. 1 + 4 is equal to 5. You may start cutting people out, okay? You may start realizing people's true colors, who's who your true friends are, who's really jealous and envious, who wants your downfall, who's gossiping. There's a lot here coming through. Like, there's like Pandora's box opening up is how I'm being shown this. Like, I'm literally shown like a cube that looks like a box and then just opening up. So there is definitely here more coming up. So just keep your eyes peeled, okay? So they don't want you to stress yourself out about it, but they want you to be aware of those energies, aware of those people that, and by the way, by the way, it's coming through that there's certain dramas here that need to happen so that you can see people's true colors. So a lot of this drama is like, yes, it's happening, but it's happening because you need to know something. There's something here that has to be revealed, has to be known. You may have been under false pretenses here in regards to someone's character, someone's fill in the blank, whatever this may be. Okay. So this needs to happen. Remember, Pluto is in Aquarius, and Pluto in Aquarius is going to be there for about 19 years. And I mentioned this back in 2024. It's been there since 2024. And I said in 2024, in the next 18 to 19 years, things are going to start coming out of the woodworks, things that we didn't know, that we didn't realize, people showing their true colors, Things that you thought were what you thought, now all of a sudden someone is changing up on you. Someone's changing their ways. They're trying to be sneaky. They're trying to do something behind your back, but then you find out about it. So that is what this energy is about. So again, just want to mention that. So nothing that is being kept from you is going to continue to be kept from you. There's something here about you realizing, noticing, or, again, people's masks are going to fall. And then it's going to give you the opportunity to make certain adjustments. Okay? Certain adjustments are going to have to be made here after you really see what you need to see. Because it's one of those things where it's like, you know how it feels? Clean house. It's like you're gonna clean house here. People are gonna start taking themselves away from your circle or from your environment, or you're gonna start being like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna continue giving to this connection, to this friendship, to this family member, to the situation, to the circumstance, to this event, and this person is backstabbing me or doing whatever, So that is how that's coming through. By the way, if you haven't watched What You Don't See Coming, I do have it in the bonus messages. So take a look at that because it's in the bonus messages, and I'm going zodiac sign by zodiac sign, focusing on what you don't see coming in the next 3 months. So the unexpected. There may be more information perhaps for you in different placements on your astrological natal chart, but take a look. I already did the fire signs and the earth signs. This upcoming week, I'm going to be focusing on the the fire signs and the earth signs I did. I'm going to focus on the air signs and the water signs. But a very, very good reading to take a look at, because there's lots that's coming up in the last 3 months of this calendar year that may be coming up there as well. Okay, so check out those videos. It's in the bonus playlist. All right, so let's see what your guides want you to embrace. Celebration. Like I said, they don't want you to stress yourself out about what this is. Yes, there's drama. Yes, there's things here that you are noticing, that you're seeing, that are coming to light. But your guides want you to embrace happiness. They want you to embrace the celebration, the happiness, the glow. Be optimistic, okay? Allow yourself to go through the transition. Yes, listen, is it going to be at times difficult because there may be certain people here that you weren't expecting to show X, Y, and Z? Yeah, it may be, but don't allow those situations, circumstances, or events to bring you to a low vibration. This talking about stay optimistic, seek joy, seek the connections that are meaningful, that you are valued, that you value, that there's a reciprocal type of energy. Remember, people show who they are once, believe them. So if someone is acting or giving an excuse, oh, I didn't know, oh, my mistake, and you're like, wait a minute, hold on a second. That looks kind of shady. You know what I mean? It could be shady. You know what I mean? So this is what this is talking about. Don't let yourself be, feel down or, lose hope about certain things. People that need to be set in the back burner will be placed back there by you paying attention to their actions or their lack of actions, okay? You have here grace. Give yourself the grace to move through this new transition or to move through the drama, okay? It's so funny because I'm getting this and yeah. It's as if, okay, and I'm not saying this is the case, but it's as if let's just pretend, right? You have a really close best friend or a sister or a brother or whatever. Let's say someone super close to you, and maybe there's a little bit of drama happening. If they really care about you, they're still going to celebrate, they're still going to be like, even if there's a little bit of tension, even if there's something that may have been a little bit shifted or shaken up, those are the people that are still going to connect with you and still celebrate. You see what I'm saying? For example, when my channel hit 1K, and this is a personal example, I noticed the people that said congratulations. I noticed the people that went and made sure that even if they hadn't spoken for a very long time, or maybe they've been busy in their life, or they've been doing whatever, they reached out. So that told me that if there were people here who made the effort to reach out, right, and to connect and to celebrate my milestones, then the people who didn't and knew about those milestones, those are the people I got to take a close look at. Those are the people that I need to say, okay, well, maybe I need to reevaluate how deeply you cared about me, how deeply you say you cherished our fill in the blank, whatever that was, connection, friendship, whatever. Okay. And so that's what I'm getting here. Because if people can't celebrate your glows, then they may be intruders in disguise. Because if you really care about someone, it doesn't matter if you had a fallout. You would still say, hey, listen, I just saw, you did X, Y, and Z. Congratulations. And that's it. People who seek celebrating your joys, those people who seek to celebrate your joys, again, they're not going to be those people that are, envious or whatever behind the scenes. So very, very interesting how this is coming through for you here. And by the way, I had that personal experience. So so it was coming through. So I was like, well, maybe there's a reason why that's coming through. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Hanged Man. There is a situation, circumstance, or event here that may be on pause. And it's on pause because your guide wants you to take a look at something from a different perspective or point of view. Okay. The Hanged Man energy is ruled by Neptune. So the illusions or the subconscious is very much connected to Neptune. All right. Now, there may be something here that you intuitively know what this may be talking about here with Marie Masquerade. This may be connected to the drama. It may be connected to, like I said multiple times here in your reading, there may be people with masks that you kind of sort of feel that that's the case. And now you're going to be like, now I'm going to pay close attention. They're going to show their true colors. So like I said, pay close attention. There's something here about you needing to see things from a different point of view. So by taking a pause or by something not moving forward, it's allowing you the time and the perspective here to okay, sorry. I just saw a light in the kitchen turn. Like one of my motion sensor lights just turned on by itself. Okay, creepy. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm getting here that this could be happening because you need to take a moment to take a step back. You need to reassess something, look at something from a different point of view or a different perspective. That's why the Hanged Man is upside down. It's upside down because it's looking at something from a different point of view. It's gaining illumination and clarity that it wasn't able to gain when it was in its standing position. That's why it's upside down. Okay. Now, what's interesting is when you're upside down, the blood flows towards the head, right? So there's this something here about you thinking about something in a different way, seeing something in a different way. But this energy is saying you've been stuck for a reason. Something hasn't been moving for a reason. And the reason is that you need to look at something from a different point of view. Okay. You may feel like something is in limbo. You may feel like, something is just not quite moving. And like I said, from all the way back in August, September is going to be a doozy. Okay, because of those eclipses. We still have another eclipse coming up on the 21st. So again, solar eclipses in general are about cosmic resets. Lunar eclipse is about closing chapters. Solar eclipse is about opening new chapters. So again, there may be here a new chapter that you are focusing on or need to focus on or need to reevaluate something here. All right. I feel that once the solar eclipse hits, which is September 21st, I want to say, and once we get into this autumn season, it feels like things are going to start opening up, not just for you, but I feel collective wise. Okay. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through. Last but not least, Kiki, you have great blessings. Like I said, things are moving in your direction. All this, and I said this before. I said these changes in this drama is happening so that you can pay attention to the things that you need to pay attention. People are going to show their true colors here, and they only are going to be able to show their true colors when there is some sort of challenge. And trust me when I tell you, you know more about a person when you're going through a challenge in a connection or a friendship or a partnership than you do when things are going nice and smooth. When things are going nice and smooth, there isn't friction. So of course, everything's going to be like, oh, we're smelling the beautiful roses. Everything's nice, happy, and cheery. The moment the tension comes, that's going to show you what this person has. Do they have the unconditional love? Do they have the stamina? Do they value you? Are they just going to toss you to the side because they're just frustrated and they just want a new, whatever, fill in the blank? Okay, whatever this may be about. So again, there's a reason for this. Great blessing, 666. Okay, so there you go. It says great blessings, self-love, boundaries, needs, positivity, wisdom, understanding, letting go. Like I said, letting go of an old perspective, letting go of something that you may have thought of before. You need to readjust that. And expansion. Okay. So it says, nurture yourself by honoring your needs. This is about your self-care. Like I said, caring for yourself, being optimistic, being positive. It says, nurture yourself by honoring your needs, desires, and boundaries. Let go of what weighs you down. The Hanged Man. Let go of what's been weighing you down. Let go of the drama here that may be weighing you down. And that may be the reason, energetically speaking, why you may feel stuck. You see? This says, let go of what weighs you down and make space for meaningful experiences. What did I talk about before? Celebrations, optimism, keeping, paying attention to those people that are, wishing you the best, that are helping you grow, that are happy when you reach a new milestone, when you're growing, they say congratulations to you or whatever. Okay. Expand your spirit across all areas of your life. Embrace the big love, opportunities, or job that are about to enter your journey. So there is definitely here this energy of a new beginning or something coming into your energy field that you may celebrate, be happy about, be optimistic, and that may actually change your whole entire perspective. Remember, this says, I can see the situation in another way. And again, that is what you need to embrace. Kiki, I hope these messages have been insightful for you. I urge you to watch those What You Don't See Coming readings. Give a thumbs up, please. Share a comment if you feel, or drop a rose in the comment section, to give some love my way. And I hope that these messages have been insightful, and don't forget to take a look at what those bonus messages may have in store for you. For those of you who have been here throughout the reading and have been stopping by saying hi, if you missed it, no worries. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. Tomorrow I'll be on tomorrow night, so don't miss it. And I want to thank you all for your beautiful supers, your thanks, your stickers, your super chats. Okay, thank you so much for all your love, your loyalty, and your support. And I wish you all a very good night, good morning, or good evening, wherever you may be watching. Thank you and have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow.